Kick Out Crew. James L. Corai. Brad Stanton. Coach Rosie. Adam from Bama. Mike Whitaker. Devin Dowling. The Kick Out Crew Podcast. Available on all major podcast platforms and watch videos exclusively on YouTube.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of your show, The Kick Out Crew. That's right. In episode 38, it says, man, times are of
We're getting there.
You know, we're wheeling and dealing. The crew's doing what we're doing. We're hoping you're doing what you do, too. And do what you do and do it to the best of your ability. Both show. That being said, I want to, thank everybody for the outstanding support on last week's episode. Really appreciate all the feedback and, everybody digging what we're doing. I mean, we're glad because, once again, it's your show. We're just here. That being said, if you notice, there's only 4 of us today. Our colleague and dear friend, Devin, is not with us. Some family instances happened. And, I'll kick it to Adam because he's more of a sentimental type of guy. But Adam, share some words because I really don't feel comfortable talking. So I'm going to kick it on over to Adam real quick.
Well, no, of course you guys know Devin texted us earlier, and unfortunately he lost his granddad who he was really, really close with. Lost him this morning. And him being younger, I can imagine. I mean, it hurts any age, it hurts. But him still only being in his 20s, losing his granddad that young, I mean, I can imagine how much more it hurts. So if y'all guys are cool with it, and Devin, this is for you, brother. If y'all don't mind just taking a couple of seconds, like a moment of silence type deal for him. So y'all cool with that?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
All right, let's take a moment of silence for our friend Devin. That's for you, brother. Just wanted you to know that we're thinking about you, man. And can't wait to have you back next week.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because, sometimes life gets you down, Devin. We kick out it too, brother. That being said, another fun-filled show that, because this is, when we say it's your show, it is your show. And we do it to ease your mind and maybe have a little fun. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things go on in the outside world. Hey, let's have some fun. You know what I'm saying? This is our time to reflect, relax, and just kick back with some friends. Your friends, our friends, we're all friends. That being said, it's enough of me rambling, per usual. So, Brad, what you got for the people this week?
I don't have much this week, guys. As you can see, I'm back in the fun house where I belong. Finally figured out this computer. Spent all week at work, ignoring my work, and getting back to what is important. Me outside of the blurriness. That really threw me off last week for sure. So just a couple things this week to piss me off. All right, so not really piss me off. So a couple weeks ago, Christmas Eve, I was at a brunch. Yeah, right. 11 o'clock in the morning on Christmas Eve, I'm at a brunch. My daughter's dance teacher had a brunch, and I went. Well, I was like the only guy there. Whatever.
Was there sandwiches?
There was plenty of food. That's one thing I will say. I did talk to all the wives' husbands that are the dance dads that weren't there and said you did miss the food, but there were also drinks. Okay. But guess what? As a Santa Claus, and I might have mentioned this on the show already, I was going to be Santa Claus at 4:00 that night at my church. So didn't think that I needed to be a 70 proof Santa, if you know what I'm saying, or even just get tired or anything like that. So they did have a picture of Shirley Temples. Now listen, I had one. Okay. So then New Year's Eve comes, and we're jumping ahead here. And my buddy says, so Heard you had a Shirley Temple at the brunch, pal. I'm like, yeah, I did. I go, well, so what is it? Is it the name? Is it the name that makes it less manly? Because what is it? It's Sprite. It's grenadine. It's delicious. So if you are a gentleman that likes a Shirley Temple, you can go ahead and call it the male version, which is a Roy Rogers. The Roy Rogers is the exact same drink. It is just the manly way to say it. So if you are embarrassed to drink a Shirley Temple, don't be, because you're really drinking a Roy Rogers. Love that him and his wife were talking about that. I had this Shirley Temple, and he's like, hey, pal. Yeah, thanks a lot. So I want to ask my Southern friends here, what is going on with people using their middle names as their first names? Because I'm told it's a Southern thing. Do any of you guys have friends that do this, or in your own family? What is up with that? Why is that?
No idea.
We call our daughter by her initials for her middle names. Her middle name is Angel Jean, and we call her AJ.
Well, that's okay. It's a nickname. But
Yeah.
All right. So this is what happened.
I know a guy that he went by his middle name. I don't know, unless the first
Yeah,
name is
my nephew does it. Yeah, my nephew does it.
I did know a guy, all of his shout out Kellis, he doesn't listen. But all of his, like the dudes in his family, their first name is Kellis, and they call each other by their middle names, but we called him Kellis.
My middle name is Adam.
There you go. On the
What's your
show,
first
baby.
name?
Christopher.
What about the two middle names?
So you are a middle name guy.
Yeah, my name is Christopher Adam.
So why is that? Why are you doing that?
Because that's what my mama wanted to do. I didn't ask questions.
So it's not because someone else in the house was named the same?
No, I mean, Adam was probably named after who you would think of, some guy in the Bible. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Yeah, Eve's husband.
But I was actually going to be named Daniel Adam, and they changed it to Christopher.
All right, so you're a middle name guy.
Yeah.
Look at that. Right here on our own very show. Our own Adam from Bama is Christopher. There you go. What have you learned today, Chris? Anyway, so yeah, we were at the it was New Year's Eve a couple weeks ago, and we were doing a white elephant, and we were going by alphabetically by first name. So my buddy Lamar is up, and his son's name's Lamar. And they both said, well, are we going by Lamar, or are we going to go by William? I said, well, why would you go by William? Because that's our name. And this girl sitting next to him, she goes, oh, I guess I'm next then, because Lamar just changed his name to William. And it was just a really fun, okay. Because they're both named William Lamar. All right, so there you go. It's just no one has any real reason for it. It's just something that's done. Well, this bombed. But all right, let me rant for a minute though about. All right, so I walk my dogs a lot. Okay?
Yes, we heard.
I have. Yeah, I know you did.
Ranton Stanton. Here we go.
I have a beagle that barks at everything. Now, beagles are the most gentle dogs in the world, but they bark at everything. So I walk my dog a lot. I feel like I kind of own the streets around here because I'm out there more than anybody else. So when other people walk on my territory with their dogs, I get a little bit irritated. Like, oh yeah, now you're out? But I'm okay. Okay, it's fine. So the guy's coming towards me with his dog. So I know what's going to happen. So I go across the street. All right, just getting out of the way. Going to get my dog by as soon as possible. My dog starts going off. What does he do? He holds his dog steady and just sits there. This is like the most obnoxious training thing ever, just to show me that his dog stays nice and quiet. You're going to sit there and not say anything. Well, my dog is going ballistic and I can't get this freaking guy out of my way. I'm trying to avoid you. I'm trying to end this. And this guy's like almost like he's following me. I understand it's my dog that's the problem. I get it. But can you just move along? It's dog walking. It's not dog sitting. Sit on your couch with your dog, okay? We get it. Your dog doesn't bark. We're all very, very proud of you, okay? That you have one of these very calm dogs, all right? I'm trying to get out of your way, pal. Help me get out of your way. So, all right. So correction corner. If you guys listened to last week's episode, Jim Cornette is not in the Hall of Fame. Thank you, Amy, for pointing that out to us, 4 idiots. 5, actually. Devin, you're not off the hook for being an idiot. So he is not in the Hall of Fame. I think that is really something to be said, that he's not. But of course, Vince Russo's not either, is he?
Yeah, but Drew Carey is, and so is Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my prediction for this year, though, Lex Luger and Cyndi Lauper. There's gonna be both.
No China.
I don't think so. I think it'll be next year. Back to you,
It's
James.
always next year.
I wish.
Well, Brad, always good interactions with you and the people. Every single time, it's always like some interaction.
Hey, can we put a muzzle on them kids so we can do our damn show?
What the fuck, man?
Right? They know I'm recording, so that's why they're acting up right now.
I'm sure that's what
All
it is. I'm
time.
sure they're quiet all the other
That's when you go in there and you
Yes.
tell them.
No. Yeah, it's my everyday life.
Well, good stuff, Brad. Speaking of everyday life, Mike, how did your week go in the everyday life?
You're
Oh,
hearing
we can't
it.
tell already.
top 100
Oh,
pod.
that's it.
Mike,
we
you're
did
up.
have a
Al.
good
You're
thing
up.
going.
Anyways, so
You think there'd be a door
I
or something
read-
on that room?
yeah, I just hollered at them to shut the door, but they didn't hear me because the screaming kid. Anyways, so I heard some news today, and I thought it was mind blowing. Vince McMahon is holding WWE hostage.
Oh, that's a
Did
way to
y'all
put it, I guess.
see that?
The way to put it.
Pretty much, right?
And by the
He's
time
holding
this
it
airs,
hostage.
it's probably going to be old news.
Yeah,
Love it.
probably, but it's new news right now. It's new news today. I had other topics I was talking to Devin with, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to change my topic and wait for my other topic next week. So, pretty much what he's saying is you can't sell WWE. You can't get no TV rights for WWE. You can't do this. You can't do that until I am in charge. And he can do it because he has majority holder of all the shares. I'm going to ask y'all's opinion. What do you think about
what
that?
dirt sheet did you read that from?
I read it. Too.
Actually, I heard it from a great friend of ours, John Alba.
There you go.
I think
Out
I
in
saw
your
it on
sources
Bleacher
now.
Report.
I think
I
it's a
saw
good way to
it.
spin the fact that McMahon's like, hey, I own.
I mean, it's out there. He
I'm gonna
was
be there
reading
for
it
the
from.
negotiations. I think that's what. I don't think
Yeah.
it's like, fuck y'all, my company, fuck you, fuck. I think it's more of a, hey, if y'all are gonna start doing like price negotiations, I own most of the stock, so I'm in it. You know,
Right.
I don't think it's
Who
like.
they
So, I mean,
selling?
he-
Who they
I
selling?
don't think
he-
it's John Q fucking holding
he
the
was-
company hostage.
Yeah, he's the one that read the article about it and was telling us about it. So, and pretty much just Vince McMahon was saying, hey, I'm not going to agree to sell it. I'm not going to agree to no TV rights. I'm not going to agree to this. I'm not going to agree to that until I'm back in charge.
Well, who's trying to sell it?
Well, nobody's trying to sell it, but they got their TV. They do have their TV rights and stuff coming up here pretty soon.
Like how soon?
Well, from what I read and heard, it goes out next year, but talks start around April of this year.
Okay.
You got about a year. So you got about a year long worth of talking, negotiating, everything else. So don't go up till
Yeah.
next year, but things start picking up this year around WrestleMania time is when things start picking up.
But he didn't get fired or he stepped
He didn't.
down.
No, he retired. He stepped down. But
No, he
from what
didn't
they were
step
saying,
back? I mean, is he?
yeah,
allowed?
but that's kind of what he's saying is he wants to be part of the board. He wants to be back there in charge. And
he got him a lot of money last time, man. A lot of money. NBC, Universal, and Fox both paid $1 billion the last TV rights.
they did. But they also didn't have all this stuff going around with him paying
Oh, they do
$5
their dirty
million
work. They probably
for
know all about this, man. These are $1 billion moves. You don't just do
But-
like, hey, I trust that guy. Like, they
I
probably
think you're
dug
right,
and got
James.
some
They did
dirt.
probably know. Because it
Oh.
was 2018, right? Or 16 or 18?
Yeah, 18, I think.
So,
I
I
don't
mean,
know,
these deals
19.
were done after that.
19 was the Fox thing because that's when SmackDown debuted.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I
So-
don't want him back. We know that we don't want him back. We like the product better as it is. I just
As
think
a fan, we all like it better without him.
I can't wait to
I
watch
mean-
him come back in the Rumble to the biggest, like,
yeah, he will.
pop
But-
and boo at the same time.
Long run, it won't work. It won't be better for the company. And I don't know why. I mean, he's still getting paid. You know?
But I mean, But I mean, could it be one of those things where he just says, hey, like, signs paper? Okay, I'm back. Boom, it's for sale.
I don't know the man. Okay, but
that could be like, hey, if you're planning on selling it, you need him. You know, like
Right.
there's no getting around. Like
he has to be there.
Stockholder just like not there.
Yeah,
Who are you
he said
selling
he
to,
will not
Disney?
sign off on it.
Selling to
Yeah.
Disney? Is that what you're saying?
Who he's going to sell it to? Who forks out the most money?
Then Marine BC Universal.
Why does
Yeah.
he want to sell it all? He's 77 years
He
old.
doesn't want to say if there's a possibility. If there's a possibility, he wants to be the one in charge of the talks and negotiations. He doesn't want to come in and take over anybody's title or mess with any management. He just wants to come in and take charge of talks and stuff like that, as far as in charge of the board.
Right.
He can maximize the shareholders' money and stuff.
That's what you.
And it's a company that he built, and now his family has it, and he wants it back. They kind of swooped it under him, like kind of got it from him out of this whole thing. And I think there's a big more family issue too with it.
Well, I hate to break it to him, but he did not start this company. He might have made it bigger, but
he made it
obviously bigger
but
than ever. But he was a second generation guy, and he wouldn't have been doing this if his dad wasn't in it. But what do I know?
I mean,
I don't want him back. I don't want him back. You know that.
I don't want him back either. I mean, if he comes back, says, "Hey, I'm in charge," whatever, but just keep doing what you're doing, that's
Bullshit.
one thing. But he won't do that.
That will not be.
He wants to come back.
I think it's more of a sale type thing. Like, I don't think he's coming back to be like, "All right, Trips, you're done. Austin Theory, get your fucking selfie phone out again." Where's my gold egg? Let's go. I don't think it's going to be that.
Bray Wyatt, you're gone. This person, you're gone.
Right.
Everybody that just brought back, boom, you're gone.
That would be fucked up if he comes back. It's like, hey, Bray Wyatt, see ya.
Exactly.
Like, gone again.
So, I mean, it's out there. It's, stuff going on and everything. It's one of those things. Hey, what's going to happen?
Yeah, we'll find out.
You ever watch
said that
Parks and Rec?
He reached out to be executive chair of the board of directors, but conversations did not go well.
It's like that show Parks and Rec where that dude Ben gets hired by that one company and he always has to quit them right before he can start because he got a different job, Because that would be the Bray Wyatt, and then all those people that they brought back, who knows?
We'll see.
There's a lot of Monet Banks on the line when he comes back. That's all I'm saying. You like that? Huh?
I loved it.
Little new Japan throw in there. Because we can mention those names now. It's cool now.
Yeah.
So is that what you got, Mike?
That's it. That's what I was going to talk about. Just, like I said, I wanted y'all's opinion about it. I think what y'all thought. Pretty much him saying, hey, y'all ain't going to do shit until I'm in charge.
Well, without his blessing. He doesn't necessarily have to be in charge.
Yeah.
He's got to be down for the sale.
Right. And he's not going to sign off of it unless he's in charge.
Unless it's like, here comes money.
So that even means, I was like, okay, well, he owns most of it anyways in stocks, but he wants to be part of the board. And so there has to be a big pay difference, for him just owning stocks and him actually being in charge.
Sure,
there has to be a big pay difference in there.
Yeah, life is rough for him, I'm sure.
Right.
If
you hear JR's podcast, his stocks.
I'm sure he's having a hard time paying his mortgage payment. So
all 10 of them.
Yeah. Right. But hey, he might have a couple other extra girls he needs to pay. You never know.
Here we go. That's right. I knew you're just buttering that one up for us, man. Just threw it in the oven when you started this topic, and now it's letting it rise.
That's right. I give him credit where he deserves it, but that's where it goes.
That's what we should do, a skit about Vince McMahon getting evicted because he can't pay his rent. Like, hey man, times are tough. Everybody loses jobs every day, Vince. But
yeah,
you're like a year behind in payments here.
he's going from fame 5 million to 500. I mean, there's a big thing there.
A biggin.
Fuck yeah.
That's what she said.
Well, thanks, Mike. Nothing like some Vince McMahon talk on some wrestling.
That way to bring the mood down.
But hey, it seems like Vince McMahon Vince has a bunch of rivals, in this on again, off again ownership and everything. Which kind of brings us to today's agenda, I believe. Does it?
So I guess I'll step in there since there's no name. So, I'm sorry about that. Anyway, yes, we're going to continue with the Rival Series Part 3 tonight. Today, whenever you're listening, I guess it doesn't matter. Our good friend of the show, Andrew Hermes, he suggested Sting versus Vader. So we're going to cover that SuperBrawl 3 match. And we're also going to have a great friend of the show, Brad Stanton, suggested Raven versus Dreamer. And I know you guys are going to love.
That's the most Mark-ass shit ever. Like, hey, we're a professional podcast. It's your show, by the way. I'm picking the rival,
Hey, lad, we're all allowed one, right? We're all allowed one. Wrestlepalooza 97, which, as Adam would say, is the best match he's ever seen in his entire life. Right, Adam?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll say that. Yeah, that's a nice way to put it.
I at least try to watch the matches twice, if not maybe a third time.
Yeah, how'd it go?
Boy, loved watching this one twice.
There's no way you didn't love it. But anyway, back to you, James. Let's get this party started, all right?
Well, shout out to Andrew for the rival.
Scissor me, Andrew, Daddy-O.
There it is. Andrew's badass. Had a couple good interactions with him for sure. Saw him at Chicago.
Finance director of car dealership.
Everybody loves the Acclaim. Ain't that right, Andrew?
Everyone,
and
but
he dresses
Allison
pretty sharp
Faye.
too. Got to give him that, man. So shout out, Andrew. Welcome to your show, man. Glad you picked this for us. But what better way to honor your rivalry than Sting versus Vader in a White Castle of Fear strap match?
I got hungry after hearing this match. I started getting a little hungry.
I thought they were going to be throwing little burgers at each other.
Exactly.
One of the big box things, they just like slam each other on the party pack of burgers,
Never had it.
Harold and Kumar were nowhere in attendance.
You never had White Castle?
Yep.
Never had it.
Wow.
What? Have you had crystals?
Nope.
What?
Wow.
What?
I bet you Devin
northern
has
people, man.
Top guy
I
weekend.
bet
Next
Devin
year,
eats
top
White
guy
Castle on a
weekend.
daily basis.
We only have two, and they're like in Jersey, and they're like an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
Shout out to Crystals.
I'm glad Crystals want to get out of here.
That's the number one drunken hamburger you eat.
Well, I'll tell you what else.
Real, like 4, 5, 6. Give me 12.
I want to go to that gas station.
Exactly.
That gas station too that you guys all go to. I want to go to that too.
Buc-ee's!
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We should do an on location at a Buc-ee's.
There we go.
Guys at work asked me if
Yeah.
I knew what a Buc-ee's was. I'm like,
I'm
I
down
sure
for
do.
that.
I sure do. I got some fellas. Anyway, sorry guys. Back to you, Jay.
Man. But yeah, a White Castle of Fear strap match from SuperBrawl 3, which took place February 21st, 1993 in the Asheville Civic Center in, you guessed it, Asheville, North Carolina. Had an attendance of 6,500, had a buy rate of 90,000. Woo, moving the needle on that one. It had a match length of basically 21 minutes. Great shit. And everybody's favorite, your boy, Melty Melts and the Funky Bunch, gave this one, I shit you not, 4.25 stars. 4.25. It wasn't a bad match. I'm not saying that, but hey.
But you got to realize what they were comparing it to from back then compared to what they've seen in the past.
True, yeah. 93 is
It
a
is
hot
Sting.
year for the wrestling business.
I liked it.
Hey, yeah. So, that's enough about the build up to the match or whatever, the intro to the match. But Adam, how did we get there?
Well, this kind of got thrown at me, last minute, because I told Devin I'd take it over for him. So he sent me his notes. I'm going to try my best to read them. If I mispronounce something or if I get a year wrong, I apologize.
Big words.
Rocky Mountain.
No, it's just little handwriting.
I know that handwriting very well. I get that weekly. Freaking guy's 25 years old and can't type.
All right, so it says SuperBrawl 3 was the third pay-per-view matchup for Sting and Vader. The first one was at Great American Bash 1992, where Vader would defeat Sting to win the WCW Heavyweight Championship. Then at Starrcade 1992, the Lethal Lottery Battle Bowl. Yeah, Battle Bowl, that's it. Sting and Vader would cross paths again in the finals of the King of Cable tournament. Was Tony Khan, is this where he gets all his random names and stuff from? For all his stuff?
Yeah, Cody Rhodes and him tried to copyright everything they could from this era.
That's what I thought. I ain't heard King of Cable yet, but I know Samoa Joe was the king of TV, or was, not no more. But anyway, Sting would pick up the victory, but both men would lose the Battle Bowl main event to the Great Muta. A few weeks before SuperBrawl, Barry Windham and Vader would face Sting and Dustin Rhodes on Saturday night. There's no date, just Saturday night. So I don't know if it was last Saturday night, the Saturday night before, or back in 1992. He didn't specify. So I'm assuming back in 1992. That resulted in Vader whipping Sting with a leather strap. That's mean. Why would he do that?
Right.
While Barry held Sting. That's not, Barry, you bad man. Gosh. So the week after, Sting would face Barry Windham in a singles match and purposely get DQ'd by hanging Barry Windham with the strap until Vader would make the save. There's nothing like the heel making the save. That's always great.
What the fuck?
Yes, that's great booking. I think they already lost me on this. But anyway, the Saturday night before the SuperBrawl pay-per-view, Vader would face Rick James.
Cursive writing.
Well, it starts out nice and wide, and as it gets to the bottom of the page, it gets closer and closer and closer and closer and closer.
Like he funnels it in and funnels it down?
Yeah, that's what it is. Exactly what it is. I love him to death, but yeah, it looks like a fourth grader wrote it.
Nice.
It's pretty close.
So the Saturday night before the SuperBrawl pay-per-view, Vader would face Rick James. Is that right? Tames? Tames?
Rick James?
No, Tames.
Oh.
Who's your favorite team?
Rick James, bitch. No, I'm sorry. That's wrong.
Give it to me, baby.
In a singles match, Vader destroyed Rick James. Rick James, bitch. And Harley Race would spray paint the face. Spray paint, what does it say? Tames' face red, and Vader would brutalize him with a strap, setting up the lights out non-sanctioned strap match.
White Castle of Fear.
Because
they went to the Rocky Mountains, Vader challenged him, and then Sting went up to the Rocky Mountains and accepted.
Except this is the Devin voice. But then you met Sammy Guevara. He pinned him for the championship. Shut up.
And this is what put in the Nitro Pepsi for Devin Dowling. Yeah.
Right.
Nitro Pepsi break. Nitro Pepsi break.
I legit thought about buying one today, for reasons, and I was like,
that's for you, Devin.
I'm going to hang on to never purchasing or tasting it. I'm going to hang on to that one.
So, SuperBrawl 3, Sting versus Vader. All right, James, please tell me you saw Eric Bischoff with Missy Hyatt and Johnny B. Bad in the back beforehand. Please tell me.
Oh, of course. He came out with the Master Blaster, man. And even the announcer was like, and he even looks like Little Richard. Was that Pinzer? And then, hey, interesting fact. This is Bischoff's first pay-per-view as executive producer, but he was still acting as a, commentary C.
Anything more awkward than him and Missy Hyatt together. It's just so awkward.
It's a lot. It's all I got. It was a bunch.
Well, she's a lot for sure.
Hey, oh.
Yeah, hey. All right,
Hey-o.
Mike. All right, Mike. We have a lights out White Castle of Fear leather strap.
I love Sammy Guevara.
And I want to know, Mike, what are the rules? What are the rules of the match?
You have to touch 4 corners.
That's it. Just stay strapped
That's
together.
it.
Without being
section.
interrupted, you have to touch
without-
all 4
yeah,
consecutively.
Very
I like
important.
how
Without
it's
being
unsanctioned by
interrupted. so-
WCW, but you have to follow this.
And there are
Yes.
also, same no DQ rules do not apply. As
Yes,
last week.
and it's a non-title match because it's non-sanctioned. So
So who the
WCW
fuck
has
cares,
nothing
right?
to do with it.
Yeah.
At least they got that part right. At least they didn't say this is unsanctioned for the WCW Championship. You know what I mean? Terrible.
Speaking of referees that continue to enforce the rules even though there aren't any, we have Vader's entrance with Harley Race from last week. Another match. So,
In a
Adam,
sweet ass robe too.
what did you think of this dynamic duo, my friend?
You're talking about Harley Vader. I mean, just anybody. You put a Harley Race with anybody, it makes them. Oh, sorry. That's the match I was trying to watch again.
Hell.
I was going to watch the match as we talked about it, like I usually do.
Top 100, baby. Top 100.
Somehow or another, it went to SuperBrawl 4. So I don't know how Anderson and the Nasty Boys got on my phone, but anyway.
Yeah, great. What's the answer?
I forgot what I was talking about. You put
Harley
Harley
Race
Race with
and
anybody,
Angelo.
it makes them legitimate. It doesn't matter who it is. You can put Harley Race with Mike, and it make him legitimate.
All right, so
Yes.
I obviously
what I
got
need.
Devin questions here. So we're gonna share the load, okay? Sting's entrance.
I
Devin.
love Sammy Guevara.
Whoa! You gotta watch how you say that shit, buddy.
So
I ain't sure nobody's low with nobody.
I'm sure we've talked about this on the show before, but did you guys like blonde Sting, Surfer Sting? And was
Yeah.
it necessary? Was it necessary to change his character for the Attitude Era?
Yeah.
Devin, I mean,
Yes and yes. Yes and
What do you
yes.
think? Yeah.
I like Surfer Sting, but like right around the time I was actually getting big into wrestling, it was the NWO. Is right when NWO started. So I didn't know a lot of the Surfer Sting.
So
I kinda got
NWO,
introduced-
were you at a particular match? Were you at a
Yeah,
particular
that
show?
there was one. What was it called? Beach Bash or something like
Ah.
that at in Daytona Beach,
I hadn't heard.
96 Ocean Center.
Neither
Yeah.
of our fans.
Whose
Okay.
side is he on?
Yeah, we didn't know.
James,
I didn't know. I didn't know.
we're about to put this match in full gear.
Fuck
Who are the
yeah.
announcers? Who are the announcers?
Well, glad you asked because it is our boy, Tony Schiavone, and Jesse the Body, who happened to mention, I came to WCW last SuperBrawl. I've been here a year, Schiavone.
You
Mike.
sound just like him.
That was
Just
actually
like
really, I was
Man,
impressed
I
with
actually
that.
closed my eyes for a minute and thought it was you. Him. Whatever. Hey,
Gorilla.
Mike, this is a strap match. Is this too gimmicky for you? Or is it right up your alley?
No, I think the strap match could work. Yeah, it's not too gimmicky. I like it. It's a good little. It's like the dog collar match, I guess.
Very true. Very true.
So, I mean, I do like the strap match. It's not too gimmicky. There ain't a lot of stuff going on. It's, hey, we're strapped together. And it changes a lot about the match itself. And if you notice, even the wrestlers itself, going to the top rope. Instead of going in between the ropes to get up top, they have to climb over the top rope to get to the top. I mean, it just changes everything for them.
Right. After a minute of looking at each other, Vader pulls Sting down with the strap. A lot of showmanship and a lot of cockiness early from Vader. Adam, many have said that Vader didn't wash his gear and had very bad odor. Have you ever been exposed to something like that as an in-ring performer?
Luckily, because I didn't wrestle like they did. It was like once a weekend when I first started out. So we had time to wash ours, in between our job and wrestling. I mean, I can't imagine being in the ring with, unless no, there's no way.
Okay.
There's no exception. I can't imagine.
Adam, do you still have your ring gear?
I don't.
Damn, that would have been a perfect Top Guy weekend thing.
Oh, I'd be sick.
If I'd have had my wrestling gear, I'd have worn it last year for Top Guy weekend.
James, what did you
I'd
think
have
of
been in the ring with Fatu.
What did you think of the yellow and blue ropes, James?
I dig it for the time. Obviously, as time progressed and kind of the neonish stuff was starting to fade out, like as with Sting going to the Crowish character. I like it. It's that nostalgia feel. It's kind of because that blue and yellow, something about it. Like even Earnhardt back in the day with the Wrangler car, it was like a blue and yellow. Flair kind of was notorious for baby blue, like the trim on the leather on that belt, baby blue. Like it kind of.
It's also the colors of the WCW ring ropes too.
Yeah.
So we're showing his WCW colors. Yeah.
So James, we did have a very slow start here. How are the announcers doing? And how do you think the crowd's handling it?
I honestly think the announcers, they're doing, Shivani and Jesse, but I did mention the crowd's pretty damn hot at the beginning of this match. Like they are into it, just standing up, cheering, yelling. Like I know, I don't know if are you gonna cover when they do a crowd shot later on, and you know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
well, they kind of had a good build to it too. Like I didn't watch all of it, but I just like the very beginning. It showed like the very beginning of the pay-per-view, with them two going at it. It had a good build to it for that match.
Yeah,
it showed Sting, Vader, very end, Harley Race, all four out there. They beat the hell out of Sting right at the beginning of the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So clothesline by Vader, 2 elbows by Vader, Vader whipping Sting with the strap. Mike, Shivani has now explained the rules a third time. Now we've heard from JR in the past, if you have to keep explaining the rules, it's hard to follow. But did you think that was the case in this place, or was just Shivani just being thorough?
Yeah, I think it was just him telling us exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
What, like I said, what are the rules? You have to take your opponent, tap 4 corners without being interrupted.
Correct. Vader drops the knee of the off the middle rope, sort of. Sting pulling the strap between Vader's legs into his groin. Right hand.
That's always a funny spot. I love that spot. Whether it's a dog collar or leather match, whatever. I love that spot.
So nice. Had to do it twice.
Yeah.
Right hands and chops by Sting. Crowd going absolutely nuts. Drop kick by Sting. Adam, what do you think of Vader's selling here?
Oh, Vader's your one big guy between him and Bam Bam Bigelow. They're probably my 2 favorite big guys.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how good he was selling for him. I really was impressed.
If you watch Vader, you can see when he's selling for somebody and when he's not really. You can tell who he has respect for and who he don't have respect for. Yeah. And you can tell in this match he has a lot of respect for Sting because he gave Sting a lot of offense and he sold really good for Sting.
Definitely. Clothesline off the middle rope from Sting to Vader, then a splash off the top, then a second. Sting whipping Vader. Anybody can answer this. Devin, I wrote, does it surprise you how crazy the fans are for this non-title match?
Yeah, because they hate Vader.
When they did that crowd shot, and that lady's like, hit him, and then that little kid's just
they hated Vader so much.
Yeah, they didn't like Vader. They loved Sting. Sting was big time right here.
Yeah.
So,
he hit Harley Race with the strap too, and they all went crazy.
And they went crazy.
Jesse
Sting
the Body did
Harley
say
Race with
the
the
biggest
strap.
star in wrestling.
I wrote Sting whips Harley Race with the strap. Vader and Harley on the outside. Sting pulls Vader into the post. Sting slams Vader on the outside. James, is this textbook example of good guy versus bad guy?
Oh yeah, especially one that like the big bad guy versus our Stinger. Like little Stingers in the crowd, because that was their Hulkamania pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is great. Like good versus evil, really.
Mm-hmm.
Vader.
It shows Vader. What I said earlier about the way he sells for Sting. Do you think anybody could pull Vader into that ring post if he didn't want him to?
No.
So that just goes to show you how much. That just shows you how much he respects Sting to sell for him like that. Because if he don't want to move, you ain't gonna move his ass. I'm sorry to tell you.
Vader pulls Sting into the gate on the outside. Looked rough. Good selling by the announcers on it. But Sting gets back into the ring first. Mike, is that an odd choice? The momentum changed to Vader with a big move, but Sting recovered first.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is kind of weird how he did it.
Yeah, and do you think that's poor selling, Adam, or is that just Sting being Sting?
I think it's Sting being Sting because you got to think he ran into a big 6-inch metal post twice head first, compared to him just pulling him into a little bike rack one time.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's I can believe it this time because of this thing. Now, if it had been like Rick Thames, whatever his name is, then I'd have been mad about it.
So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
go ahead.
does he not kind of do the same thing now though? Because he'll get like a
Yes,
power
yeah.
bomb or something like that, and he'll
Yeah.
stand right back up and beat his chest. And so I mean, he
It's
still does that
nostalgia.
now.
It's nostalgia now.
I just wanted to.
That's like his hulking up.
Yeah, it's nostalgia for him.
So just to be a little different, guys, every time I have a thing for Devin, I'm just going to say his name, and you guys can decide what you want to do. Devin, does a match like this annoy you in the same way a last man standing match would, where it just starts and stops? No?
No, because I mean, well,
I like this better because when it, on a
last
man standing, there's a break. There's a 10-second, 8-second pause every couple of minutes. Compared to this, it's continuous action.
Right. And unless there's like a damn dump truck thing involved or in a bunch of other people, he's not staying down until 10. So I mean, you got to tie him down, put a fork truck on him, and everything else. So he's not staying down to 10.
They're brutal. Those last man standing matches, brutal. You start counting. You're 2 minutes into the match. You're counting like,
exactly.
Oh yeah, right.
Yep.
So splash 450 splash from Vader, punching Sting. James, it is said that Vader was extremely stiff and physical in the ring. Is that okay as long as it's safe or not?
Did you say 450 splash from Vader?
I sure did. I was waiting.
Yeah. What was that?
The joke.
Wow. That would have been amazing to see, though.
That would have been a hell of a feat.
That was for Bober for 9:15 next Thursday. This
Right.
Thursday, in 5 minutes.
That would have been great to see.
Anyway, they say he's stiff, James. Like a little maybe. Is he safe? Is he not?
Well, but how am I gonna stiff but safe probably for a lot of the people. But if he doesn't like you, probably just stiff. Like it depends on, I guess, who's probably saying those comments and how he feels about them.
Well,
Like
maybe snug.
He had good shit. Yeah, like snug, I guess.
That wasn't a word.
Good shit with Sting because they had a good rivalry.
Him and Flair had a good rivalry, but
I remember watching a match with Arn, or he was doing a watch along, and he goes, "Did you see that? Did you see him just maul that man in the ring?" And he was talking about Vader. And I'm like, man, yeah, because it almost looks fake. Like the way when he punches for real, it almost looks fake sometimes because he's really hitting them, and they're not overacting with it, So, splash off the second rope to Sting. Vader whipping Sting. Mike, were you a Vader fan, and what did you like about him, if you are?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
Before my time.
Yeah, I guess so. Probably a little bit. Vader has taken complete control, dropped Sting off the second rope from a suplex, but can't finish him. Vader misses the splash off the top. Adam, did this seem overly telegraphed to you when he missed that splash? As an in-ring performer, how would you have done it better?
Well, anytime Vader's on top rope, it's telegraphed. Because if you'll watch when he does his splash, he'll get up there and he'll bounce 2 or 3 times. And he'll bounce so that way it gets the guy ready to whether he's going to take the move or if he's going to get out of the way. He telegraphs almost everything he does. So it's hard to say with Vader.
Sting pulls a strap. Vader drops onto the turnbuckle around the crotchish area. Recovers very quickly, then misses off the top. Devin, does this seem rushed and sloppy all of a sudden? You know which spot I'm talking about, guys?
Well, he pulls him off the top. He don't miss. He pulls him off the top.
Okay.
Yeah,
with the strap.
I say kind of, but it's just he got
that
that
like
second
everything
win.
started getting a little rushed, moving a little too quickly. I didn't understand why, because nothing was up until then, and it just seemed like they had to get.
Do you think maybe they were kind of running low on time at one time, and they were trying to say, "Hey, let's speed it up a little bit."
Vader didn't want to be on the top rope too long.
Well, maybe because I got a page and a half of notes left, so I don't know how much time.
He might have been scared of heights.
I don't think so. I don't think so. As much time as he spends up there. So Vader bleeding all over the ring, slugging it out. Here we go. I can't believe I'm about to say this. Vader spends a lot of time on the top turnbuckle for a big man, but still a monster in the ring. Adam, is this hard to come by?
Oh God, yes. Like I said, name 5 guys that was as agile and as big as him, 450 pounds, and still could do a moonsault and a 450 splash, like you called it.
Right.
Nobody.
But no, I'm gonna say him, Bam Bam.
I mean, that's like Rikishi doing something like that. I mean, Big Show. I mean,
Yeah.
there's.
No,
I'm just saying. I mean,
no.
yeah,
Prince Albert probably doing one.
Prince Albert. We're calling him that again?
yeah.
Matt Bloom,
Suplex off-
whatever.
What do you want to call him?
Albert. Or Bonsai. What was it?
Yeah, Tensai.
Inside.
Tensai.
He said bonsai.
Bonsai.
It'd be like Earthquake doing a 450.
James, you might have to cut
That's
that one
Karate
out.
Kid.
So suplex off the top from Vader to Sting. Now, James, at this point, has this taken too long? This match?
I mean, how short should it be?
I don't
You know,
know,
'cause
because
you-
when you have these straps, doesn't it make it like it should be shorter?
It kind of makes it. I think it makes them take a little longer because the anticipation, which they didn't play it out like they usually do. I believe we watched some match where it was, I think it was a JBL, right?
Yeah.
The strap match, and
Yeah.
they would touch the 3, and then there's a comeback, and then they have to restart, and then they touch 3, there's a comeback. Like they didn't draw it out like that,
Okay.
but it is I mean, it's the first guy to start touching the rails or whatever, the post. That's not going to be the finish, so
No.
it does kind of push it along.
Hits 3 turnbuckles, but Sting blocked the 4th one. Vader.
There you go.
Vader slugging Sting in the corner hard. Blood stains all over the ring. Nick Patrick in the ring. Mike, did you know it was him, Mike? And why is he breaking up the punching?
Because that's a DQ if you keep on doing it.
It's
And
a
it's a
DQ
no
in a
safety
strap
match.
match, unsanctioned. Doesn't
I
have rules
mean-
not for the title.
Yeah, but Nick Patrick is such a professional. He's just going by the rules and like, hey, it's like one of those things. Like, hey, that's what I'm used to. Like,
That referee
He's
should have
such a
been out there.
professional.
The only reason why he should have been out there is to call the bell. That's the only reason why he should have been out there.
I agree, but
Two
he's a
Vader slash-
professional. He has to be in there.
It is weird seeing him trying to break it up and trying to say, hey, quit throwing closed fists and stuff.
Yeah, that's like last week. 2 Vader splashes, Sting getting pulled to him, and Sting gets kicked in the head. Jesse selling the Vader gets kicked in the head. I apologize. Jesse selling the quick recovery by Vader. I like that. I'm going to tell you, I like that because it's just like Corey Graves does it all the time, like a missed spot, something like that. And Michael Cole, they aren't quite getting all of it. He didn't quite get all of it. I appreciate that mistakes can happen, and just we don't have to sell it because it was supposed to happen.
Right.
So I like that. Waist lock over the top by Sting, DDT from Sting. Adam, why was blood so important to WCW?
That's a good question because I don't see
Wow, I'm up. For that one.
it shouldn't be. Blood shouldn't be involved with every match. But I mean, in a strap match, it don't have to be involved. I don't know if he meant to do it because it's from his ear. So I don't even know if he meant to get blood right here, honestly.
There's always blood, though. You're right. Look at last week's match we watched with Flair. I mean, unbelievable.
Do you think it's because of Flair that blood is involved in a lot of it?
There was no blood in WWF at the time, right?
Right.
In this
Exactly.
time period, 93? None, right?
Probably.
None.
None.
I mean, unless it was an accident that that actually happened. But that was where WCW was at the time. They showed blood. Do you think it might have been them like saying, "Hey, we're a little bit more real"?
Yes.
Like it.
Yeah, that was the
Different
WCW way. It was real, and WWF was cartoony.
Different presentation.
Right.
Sting unloading on Vader. Sting helps Vader take the mask off. Guys, could you believe it took this long for that mask to come off to begin with? Anyway.
That last match, it took what? 30 seconds?
30 seconds. Vader's foot to the ref, and now Sting going for all 4 corners, but trips over the ref. Quite the visual. Vader splash. James Vader now pulling Sting to all 4 corners. does this seem like a major pain in the ass? The way he was doing
I
it?
think it does.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just like there's too much going on at the time right there. Like,
But it's-
Who's washing dishes over there? What the fuck, Mike?
Are they doing your mic minute right now? Fixing this mirror
What, are
frame?
you in the kitchen? Are you in the what is
look,
it?
last time y'all could barely hear me.
House?
So I turned my shit around, or turn it up, and
now we
y'all
hear everything in the
so-
I,
background.
mean, I know it's recording is out of the blue just all of a sudden, and you didn't have time to get ready.
Yeah.
But you could have
That's it.
shut the
Y'all
door and
hear
told him to
everything.
shut the hell up.
Right? He just opens the laptop.
tried.
Shut the hell up! I gotta record. Hey guys.
I do this every week, woman.
Sting gets kicked by Vader into the fourth corner and gets the win. Vader gets the win. Then Sting miraculously recovers and whips Vader over. Now back to Bischoff, Missy Hyatt, and Johnny B. But any guys, what do you guys think of the match?
Just Johnny B. Bad like sounded good
You know
before the match and sounded horse as shit after the match.
Maybe he thought it was that great with screaming.
Here's the one thing I did not like about it. So you had to touch 4 corners without being interrupted. Sting kicked Vader. That's interrupting him from touching the 4 corners. He kicked
But
him.
Nick Patrick was kind of blinded because he got kicked in the face.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I like how they set that
But
up,
still,
though, as far as when he
I
was
mean,
carrying Vader around. I like how he tripped over Nick Patrick right before he gets to the 4th
Mhm.
turnbuckle. I
Yeah.
loved how they did that. That was something you won't see. You won't see.
That came out real. Yeah, that
Look,
came
the
out real
match had
good.
a
I
couple
loved how
flaws.
that happened.
A couple flaws, but overall, I actually really liked it. I thought it was really good. I thought it showed the right amount of
this
athleticism and
match right
brutality.
here was top 2 out of the 2 matches we're doing today. Or top 1.
It was the number
Yeah,
one
I
match of the
agree.
2 we're doing.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I can't wait. We're gonna buckle in for that one, as I always
Yeah.
say. You know how
Yeah.
Conrad's a lot to unpack? I'm buckle in.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
of
you
all-
better.
we have a lot of questions today from our fans. However,
Nice.
Hey,
none
Brad,
of them have anything to
Brad,
do with the matches.
Hey,
except
Brad,
for
real
one.
quick. Time out. Brad, it's been 5 minutes. Can you change your background again?
Thanks for noticing. So, I'm going to go ahead and read the question that has to do with the match from Big Red Andrew. Andrew, who picked the match? That's what he likes to go by on Twitter.
Big
Shout
Red.
out.
Sesame Daddy-O.
Where does the Kickout Crew rank Vader as one of Sting's greatest adversaries? For me, Vader is undoubtedly in the top 3. That's what he said.
When I was watching this, I honestly, in my head, I was like, "That's got to be Sting's greatest rival, right?" I mean, Flair, I guess, maybe, but Vader, like,
I would say he's definitely up there. I mean, you got, like you said, you Flair, you got
Top 5.
Hogan.
Sting, you got
Top
great
5.
Muta.
Definitely top 5.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
'cause
say
you
top
got
5, no doubt.
Flair,
Guys are such
Hogan,
assholes.
Muta.
Barry
I mean,
Windham.
So
I'm sure you got all the information you wanted there. I think his biggest rival is WCW. Or I mean,
yeah,
NWO,
this
I mean,
fucking
NWO.
guy.
I think his
Yeah,
biggest
you gotta
rival is the
trash us,
washing
and you're gonna
machine.
be like, good.
And WWF. Those
No,
are
his biggest rival was the washing machine, apparently.
I mean, him and Seth Rollins, they had a great rivalry for like
I can't let
3
you finish.
months.
So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and just read a couple of these other questions because we might as well have 2 of them now, maybe 2 at the end of the next match. This is from our girl Allison Faye. She wants to know Allison Faye.
Who?
Allison Faye.
Oh, gotcha.
You mean Allison? I got you.
Right, friend of the show. We've had her on a couple times.
Friend of the
Hey,
show.
she's a lady,
That wonderful lady, friend of the show.
right?
That lady
She
from
knows
the
I'm
show.
doing this right now. That's the best part. She knows. So when does the KOC OnlyFans site start? I'm ready to be the first subscriber.
Right now, what's up?
Ooh.
We gotta get ratings
How
somehow.
much-
I guess it's time to whore out. Isn't that what they say?
Hey, that's not
Right.
me.
Didn't they say slut on social media? Isn't that what they said?
We'll get ratings somehow, I guess.
Hey,
Let's
that
get it.
underboob is free, Allison. That's all I gotta say. Good.
And then I'm gonna go with one of the 3 Money Mike questions. I can't continue with that topic. Okay. One
We'll
of the
talk
3
later, Allison.
What is your favorite Charlotte Flair rivalry? Thanks for staying on topic, Mike. I'm glad to have you back, man. I thought you were mad at us for real. It was nice to talk to you last night, a week ago now.
He's just been real busy at the strip club, man.
Yeah,
And
real
pimping
busy
these
teaching
hoes
from-
ain't easy. Pimping ain't
Real
easy,
busy
man.
teaching from 9 to 3 every day. Yeah.
Pimping ain't easy. Money Mike, he'll chime in from the strip club every now and again, but pimping ain't easy.
So your favorite Charlotte Flair rivalry? I mean, I think this is easy.
Oh,
Hmm.
really?
I mean, I gotta go with Becky. It's they're friends. It's personal. Becky could never win. She finally surpassed
And
her.
she had the biggest face push of probably that year by turning heel
I mean, I can
on
see
Charlotte.
it, but how many
That's
good
my-
rivalries has she had? There's Becky, there's
Ronda.
Ronda, there's
Oscar, maybe.
Sasha,
Bailey,
Asuka.
Oscar.
Bailey,
Asuka.
Alexa.
She
Natty.
has faced
I mean,
everybody. She has faced Nia Jax. I mean,
Nia
Talia.
Jax.
Lacey.
Yeah, Lacey Evans.
And they brought her dad in on that one.
She
And
almost
you wait till she
became
has a
her
good one with
stepmom.
Emma. Wait till she gets. Wait till Emma gets out. Whatever.
She's gonna beat her so bad they're gonna call her Tennille.
Chelsea Green.
I'd say- I
I wish they would call her
Bailey.
Tennille.
Yeah,
Baker
I would
in the
say
future.
I would say between Bailey and Becky. would
Did she
be
have any with
mine.
any of the legacy star like Trish? Did she do anything
She
with
had
Trish?
a match with Trish
Yeah.
that had
Yeah, I
SummerSlam,
think she had a
like,
few
last
little
year.
things. Yeah, she did
She's
a
had
few
her
little
finger
things.
in
But
everything,
nothing.
man.
Sasha
So-
Banks. I mean,
Again?
did they not have that one match at NXT pay-per-view?
The NXT pay-per-views of those women were great. They were unbelievable.
Exactly.
Her and
So,
Paige
anyway,
had a couple of good matches in NXT.
So my pick's Becky
Yes.
still. I don't know what you guys think.
There's too many.
Yeah,
good luck,
Becky, Bailey, Sasha.
What's another one of
Yeah.
Mike's? This
Can
is
you
like
please just give me one answer, Amy? I mean, Adam.
I'll go with
what else did
Sasha.
Money Mike say? We pretty much beat this one to death. We listed
Yeah, I
listed
got you.
every fucking person she's ever fought in that
That's
promotion.
the game. They're just like every other game we play. You're supposed to give one answer.
Okay, Charlotte, Oscar.
All right. Oscar's a good one because Oscar never lost.
Until she got beat by Charlotte.
Correct. And no one thought it was going to happen. Very interesting. Anyway, fine. We'll move on. Next Money Mike question. What is the first rivalry or feud that got you interested in wrestling? Well, I have my answer. My answer is Hogan versus Sheik.
Mine's Hogan versus Macho Man.
And it wasn't
was
even a long
probably-
rivalry for me, mine though. Like it was just he beat him, and it was just
That
Unreal.
probably
Mega-
was mine too. Mega Powers.
Mega Powers.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, I'm going to cheat now and say, of course, Hogan versus Piper, too. Just that whole thing. I mean, unreal. But first, not best, first. Did Mike
Yeah.
leave? All right. All
I will get some duct tape.
So that's the first one. That's the first one. But then he also asked, what's the most recent rivalry or feud that got you more invested as a wrestling fan?
Wait, I'm back. I'm back.
Not too bad.
I want
Oh,
to
you
answer
missed
that
it.
one.
Sorry.
First favorite
Nope.
rivalry. First. Okay,
The
okay.
Bret Hart and Steve Austin.
All right. Good. And then what's the most recent one?
Oh.
I'm going to go. I know this is really corny, but we're going to go recent. I am going to go Rock and Cena. It was a year build.
Yeah, but that's not really recent.
You
Recent.
gave.
It means that
Yeah, it's
modern
bullshit.
era. What the fuck, Mike? I went to the 80s.
Okay,
man.
then Austin and Vince. I mean,
What was that, a week later?
I would give I
Yeah.
like Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler from a couple years ago. I thought they had a really good rivalry. Hangman and Omega, baby. I like that one quite
Hangman
a bit.
and
I was
Omega had to
hook,
go
line,
on.
and sinker on that one. From the tag teams and they're going to end up breaking up and you can tell it's going to happen. And then all the way to him winning that, that belt.
what about Cody and Seth Rollins?
Nah.
That's probably my recent. If he's going by recent, that'd be my pick.
That's recent.
What about
Yeah.
Cody and Sammy Guevara?
Sammy Guevara.
Yes.
was next
Sammy
to-
Guevara.
They did the ladder match for the team.
came off the ladder with the cutter. Greatest move ever. You're new champion. Let me have a Nitro Pepsi.
Mm.
Shout out.
Randy,
What an asshole.
Randy Orton and Edge.
If we're
Randy
talking
Orton and
favorite, we're talking Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero.
Oh yes, definitely.
All right, fine. My new favorite, Dominic Guerrero versus
Right?
Dominic versus Rey Mysterio. There we go. I'm done with this.
Right.
Okay. Next.
Fine. Let's just finish these damn questions. Bober, can you please explain how you're discussing Raven versus Dreamer before discussing Sunshine versus Precious, asking for a friend? Amy. Hope I didn't need
Moving
those notes.
on.
That's it. It's not even a. They had mixed tag matches. What are we doing?
Shout out
We
Amy.
couldn't find that. We couldn't find that match on YouTube.
No, it's on VHS, but
Yeah.
you can't get it.
Yeah.
If we're going to do
My
women's
blockbuster
rivalry, we
closed
need to
6 months
do
ago.
Bull McConnell and what's her name?
No.
From
Just throwing out
WWE.
suggestions right in the middle of the show. Just hey,
Wait,
why
who
don't we do this?
are you saying? Who are you suggesting?
Bull Nakano.
Bull McConnell and oh Jesus Christ.
Medusa?
Medusa, yeah, Medusa.
Jesus is in this too?
Yeah. Medusa, Bull McConnell if we're doing a women's rivalry.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, back to you, James.
Fucking A. Hell yeah. Well, appreciate the questions from everyone. Shout out Money Mike. Had to get that Charlotte in there. I hear you, bro. But well, it looks like moving forward, it appears that we have Adam next. So Adam, what you got for the peeps?
So like I said, by the time this is all heard, it'll be a week old. But did y'all know around this time every year they did Wrestle Kingdom and for New Japan? And they just had an amazing event. They did a big thing for Inoki. I thought that was great, because 50 years in New Japan, anytime you can, pay tribute to anybody, especially Inoki, that's somebody pretty important over there.
Here comes the Monet.
I'm getting there. So I watched most of it. I mean, some of the guys, some people y'all might know, some people you might not. But if you get a chance to watch a couple of the matches, Zack Sabre Jr., he's one of the best as far as technical type wrestlers. He had a feud with Bryan Danielson before he got hurt. But Zack Sabre Jr. had a good match. I know FTR wrestled Hurt. Their match was pretty good. Not as long as I thought it was going to be, which I understand why, because they just come back from Mexico. And it sucks they have lost all of their titles now. They lost all titles. So they're back from square one. Omega Will Ospreay had a good match. We have a new champion, Okada, beat Jay White in an awesome match. But what got me, just like what James said, was the debut of Mrs. Mercedes Moné, aka Sasha Banks. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do. Her first match is actually going to be in San Jose next month against Kairi Sane for the IWGP Women's title. And I think she's going to do some work in Stardom too. But it's going to be interesting to see if she stays there, if she goes to AEW, if she goes to WWE, or if she just does a thing for. They're talking about her doing like a whole year, just going wherever, let her do what she wants to do. That'd be great because she deserves it.
Would you say that she is hard to kill?
That would be great. Show up AEW and then Ring of Honor.
Jordan Grace beats Mickey James.
Oh, God, that'd be great.
Mercedes Moné comes out and challenges for that title.
Oh, she shows up in Atlanta. Oh, God, I'd lose it. She shows up in Atlanta.
She looks fantastic.
No blue chew needed. Tell you that
No,
much.
none at all. She looks
And
great.
she had them high-heel boots on, too. Yeah, money.
Cleanest hair I've ever seen.
I'm telling you.
The more and more I see the pictures, because the first picture I saw you, I was like, well, that looks fucking crazy. Like,
Picture hell. You need to watch her walk down the aisle, son.
But then once you see it all, that's sick, dude.
No, it's good, man. I love it.
I'm gonna do I'm gonna do my hair that week next week.
Oh God, put your hair back on.
Next
Good
week,
God.
I'm doing it. Next week I'm doing it.
God, he looked like somebody scary in a movie.
Shout out to these curls, man. Let it grow long enough. Get them curls, bro. Man, it's looking good.
I don't like that head.
I don't like your head.
Hey, well, you're used to it.
Did y'all hear about Bailey being in Japan
You can't just pull
with
that shit
Sasha?
out.
He
Yeah.
was. With
Yeah.
FTR.
Rumor has it Naomi was there too.
So
Yeah,
there's is New Japan's.
Yeah.
They throw a good pay-per-view every year.
Mhm.
They're doing another one January 27th, I believe. But then, like I
Nice.
said, Mercedes Monet will be
It's
in
part
San
two,
Jose.
right? Wrestle
Huh.
Kingdom Part 2.
Yeah, that'll be the 27th. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same paper. That's strange how them and AAA both do that. They have different parts of their show, like at different parts of the month. Anyway.
Oh, and their junior
Well, I mean-
heavyweights. God, man, they got some of the best junior heavyweights. I swear to God, in the world, because they go all out with some of their shit. I know you got to like the high fly stuff, but I swear their junior heavyweight. TJP is one of the. Perkins, he's real good.
I love TJP. I can't figure out, like, he was on Impact for a while, right? And people were going nuts for him. And I went to an MLW show and everybody was booing the shit out of him. I'm like, well, what is he?
He's awesome. Him, Ace Austin. I can't wait to see him in Austin. Ace Austin get into it.
Man. He's young. He's
Yeah.
awesome. Only like 24 years old, 25.
Yeah, and I'm a big Trey Miguel fan too.
By the way, TJP's like late 30s.
Yeah,
Looks like he's 15.
he looks 18 at 18-year-old level.
He's young looking. That's the guy I'm getting at. He is.
Obviously
I'm exaggerating, but I'm a big fan of his.
I'm a big fan of a lot of those junior heavyweights. I mean, I don't know the name of a lot of them, but the Japanese junior heavyweight guys, they take risk. You think the luchadors take risk? These Japanese guys are insane.
I remember when Eddie Prather first came on to AFS and he first got in the Discord, and back and forth, he's yelling at everybody, who we have next. And I said, how about TJP? He goes, no, TJP's not good enough. I can't accept that. I'm like, you know what, buddy? Shut up. I don't know why I brought that up.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Well,
Shut up, Eddie Prather.
we know
He's
who's
in
going to run the
Arizona.
next wrestling
I'm like, who's this
organization.
guy? Who's this guy, huh? Well, now we know.
Yeah. And then you met him and you're like, yeah.
Then he broke his
Hey.
phone in front of me because the freaking DoorDash didn't come in time.
Alrighty, so
Hey.
back-
Just give him a
back
gun.
to Adam.
That's what you get, Adam, for bringing up Japanese wrestling. You got talking about Eddie. Go ahead, James.
I'll see how that round out, how we got it to that, but
DJP. I just remember that.
That all you-
if y'all get a chance, check out Wrestle Kingdom 17. It's amazing.
What'd you do? Watch it the day late and dollar short?
Yeah, day late and $0 short.
With all these updates, I'm like, yeah, I already read them online.
Updates are different though. These matches are amazing.
Yeah, I know, for sure.
Yeah, they are.
What I've heard.
So, what do we got next? Devin.
Oh, there you go, Mike.
Well, so much for the duct tape. We thought we had duct tape, but never mind.
That's all right.
So is that
No,
what
that's
you
it,
got?
bro. That's it.
Fucking hey, moving
No.
along, guy.
No rant today. I don't feel like ranting on nobody.
Well, some would say that we are just just picking up a good melody right now. You know what I'm saying? Like we're on a good musical journey. Speaking of musical journeys, I look at the outline, and it's the spirit of theme songs. Lord knows I was ready for this one. But I will say, I mean, I made no, I'm no secret that Hulk Hogan turning heel broke my fucking heart. You know what I'm saying? It still kind of triggers me for a while because I like Jimi Hendrix, but even when I hear that, wow, 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 like it's still like, I just remember that son of a bitch coming out and strumming the belt, dude. And it was just like, as a kid, I'm just like, and then Bischoff's fucking bitch ass coming out and, pointing at his dimples and everything. And I'm like, these are bad guys, man. Where's Sting? Where's Sting? And, DDP and shit like that. I was always wanting them to get beat, and then, man, that's still kind of, I mean, I love Jimi Hendrix. Those songs, Voodoo Child and, Highway Child are awesome. But, yeah, no, always gets me on those. I will say, when it comes raining down, it hurts inside. Love that theme. The Glass Shatter. Love that theme. Shawn Michaels' theme. Hello. I mean, he was a heel. I kind of hated him most of the time, but man, like just a sexy boy. Sexy boy. Yeah, that's good shit.
What was your Triple H's favorite theme?
Hated him every time. Couldn't give a shit less. Welcome to the game. James is changing the channel.
Man, I thought that game was good, man.
I bet you did. I bet all you fucks did.
What? Not every no. Here's a lot.
The
of
one before
PlayStation.
that one, the My Time Now. I love that theme song.
John Cena? My time
No.
is now.
Oh, not My
That's what I
Time.
heard.
But what was it? My Time. My Time.
I did think the DX
China-
theme
China
was good,
used
but
it.
they were heels, so it was hard to like it. But that DX thing was awesome too.
Yeah, DX. Was
DX
good.
was awesome. What about Xbox?
It was
Xbox was DX, but a little different.
Oh yeah. Who's going to kick or the X-Pop? I like
Who's gonna
Vince's.
kick your ass?
Yeah,
Vince
who's going
is
to
great.
kick your ass? I love Vince's.
Uh,
I love Shane's. Like the
Shane's
McMahon's
awesome.
nailed it on themes, really.
Of course they did.
very good.
Yeah, could
Very
it
good,
be?
James.
It's boss time. I don't know, man. There's a lot of themes to choose from. I didn't really know where to go with this.
Well, you know what I tell you. I wanted to maybe
Some
give
of
you a
your
little
favorite
Q
themes.
in. Giving a Q. I thought, what do you think, James, of the AEW theme songs that Tony Khan has bought now that are like real songs?
I
What do you
like
think
it.
of that?
I think Tarzan Boy really fits for Jungle Boy, but if they're going to change his name, do you still have him come out to that? I mean, but it
Well,
does
I think
get
as
the
long as
crowd,
you keep Jungle Boy Jack
because it
Perry,
keeps the
I think
crowd
you're
going,
okay.
oh,
Keep the Jungle Boy in his name, but just use Jack Perry, right? As JR's wanted that forever. Right?
Obviously, listening to Cult of Personality kind of gets a little mixed emotions
Yeah,
now. I
that,
guess you could
that
say.
definitely gets it up and down.
I will say, Orange
Chris-
Cassidy with the fucking Pixies works.
Yeah.
It works for me.
Chris
Can't wait-
Jericho's, Fozzy.
can't wait for
Everybody,
Statlander to
no
come
matter
back.
what.
She had a good one.
Come on, James. What's the one you're forgetting, buddy?
FTR's theme's amazing.
No.
Are we
Carry
talking
on.
AEW?
Yeah. Well, the only one's doing it.
The horses galloping? Is that what you're talking about?
No. I'm talking about your favorite tag team with Kenny Omega coming out to Carry on my way. Come on.
no.
Kansas? Dude, that is badass.
I thought that was going to be a one-off when they did it.
Nah, man, they sing the whole song every
Yeah.
time, and I'm all in. I'm a Supernatural fan too, and I loved it when they
You
had
are.
that once a year on that song.
Yeah, I
on
bet
that
you
show.
are. That's probably your ringtone, ain't it?
But do you remember, James, when the first time Orange Cassidy came out to the newer music? That was his old and Taz goes, "Man, this place is going to erupt," and they did for that. It was so good. But yeah, I like anything that's catchy.
I think
Okay, so if
that's the tone
if he-
too. Like, you know,
if
you
you
have
had
to
a theme
off
song,
a couple seconds, and then bam, that's when you break it in.
if you had a theme song as your ringtone, what is it going to be?
Well, I already did it. Glorious.
Oh, that's a badass
Oh,
one too. I can't believe I
what?
forgot. Yeah.
I used
I
that
have,
one.
I have Roman Reigns as new.
Oh, okay.
Before that, I had Shinsuke's. I had both of them as my ringtone.
That is hey, hell of
I
an
had Drew
entrance in
McIntyre's is pretty good too.
or whatever. The
Yeah.
Wrestle Kingdom, hell of an entrance for old Shinsuke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
even
got,
the
I got-
Shane's entrance
I
as
got
the
Randy
bar.
Orton's as mine.
The bar's
Also
entrance.
another good one. I hear voices in my head.
I don't care what y'all say. Zack Ryder's was good too.
Woo, woo,
You know
You
it.
know it.
Oh, radio.
What about
Tell me everything you know.
You think you know me?
Ah,
Oh yeah, that's
go
it.
see him at the end of the month.
Can
And-
you dig
and the
it?
Fiends.
Sucker. Ice.
I had the Fiend.
Cold.
I had the Fiend for a while.
Love that Harlem Heat thing.
And then a little guy called The Rock. That had a
Yeah,
pretty
Who'd
good-
he ever beat?
Man.
If you smell, do. What the rock?
The way that evolved from him just kind of saying it to saying it, then really saying
Mhm.
it.
I'm sorry, the Hollywood version's better though.
Rock is cooking.
When he turned heel, that was amazing.
Well, we could do this all week. So great job, James.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Yeah.
But that's the thing about like
So
theme songs.
ask your fans,
gonna
what's your
add a lot
favorite
to
theme
it.
song?
Oh God, I can't.
I don't know. It changes.
Undertaker, we didn't even fucking mention that one. I mean, like,
Oh yeah.
there's a
The Rollin'?
million we're leaving out, and I can't wait for our fans to be like, can't believe you didn't say this.
Well, Undertaker's is still going.
But which
That is
one,
true.
Undertaker? You want the bong or do you want like the American Badass Undertaker?
Well, the
Can't
bomb.
give out Triple H.
No, we didn't forget
Oh.
you were in the bathroom.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
fucking
I
got
was fixing me
Mike.
some chicken nuggets.
Mike over here painted his wall white when we brought up Triple H.
Yeah, that's what we did.
What about
That's my time one.
You gonna say Bret Hart? You gonna say Bret Hart?
Dude.
William, you only have 30 minutes to finish your homework.
Goldberg.
No, fuck that.
Hey, I will say that the guitar riff on the four horsemen, like the four horsemen, like that's good shit too.
That was good.
They're all
Hey, Sam,
good.
we can do this. He's an American dream. American.
Cody
man,
Rhodes.
American-
Cody
Rhodes.
Rhodes. Yeah, Cody Rhodes. His song is pretty badass too.
Yeah.
We can do a
Andre
whole
the
American
night
Nightmare.
show over wrestling things.
Andre the Giant.
Oh,
This is better than talk about that damn next match we got to talk about.
No, we can't wait. I can't wait to do all.
yeah.
Well,
We're gonna go on
you know,
mute
That's,
for
that's
20
what we're
minutes.
trying to avoid.
speaking of
Oh, look.
music,
That's exactly what I'm trying to
Speaking
avoid.
of that, tape
rather talk
machines
about-
are rolling.
I'd rather talk about Sammy Guevara than this fucking next
okay,
match.
now there's no need to go there. But where we are gonna go is
That was a little too much. I'm sorry, that was a little too much. I apologize.
our
Thank you. I'm
second
so hurt.
match on the rivalry brought to us by
Your
it was
boy.
Brad. It was Brad. It really is your show, Brad. It really is. Send all your hate tweets to Yes Man Brad.
No,
It's
don't
his
worry. It's they come.
show. His show. It's your show. But let's be
Keep
real,
sending all your wonderful, sweet DMs to me, ladies.
right?
Moving along.
Yeah. Well, we are moving along.
At Whitaker 1028 on Twitter.
All right. Well, we just give it up. And,
That way your wife will get mad and they can keep sending them to me.
boy, y'all are making me
That's fine.
dream about going to this second match, which is Tommy Dreamer versus Raven in a loser leaves town match. Makes total sense because everybody knows what's happening. It took place
You
from
know.
ECW Wrestlepalooza 1997, which was June 6th, 1997. It hailed from, you guessed it, the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Like the most
And Brad was there.
for real.
We seen him. He had
He
that
had an
one dude
attendance
with the
of-
glasses and the mustache. You see him?
Uniball
I see him.
style.
Thanks, praise a lot.
It had an attendance of 1,250, so Brad may have been there. Hell. Had a-
GCW gets bigger crowds than that.
That's
Yeah,
a full place. That's full. That's full there.
When you look in the crowd, you see the guy with the glasses and you know that mustache.
we're
like
getting-
the guy that's
Are we getting? It's Mike. What do we got? Drunk Mike yet? Is he coming?
no, not yet, but I'm getting
I
there.
think he's
But
coming.
the guy with the mustache and the glasses that's driving the white van, that's Brad right there. 100%. Front row.
Had a
the
match
fuck
length of about 15 minutes.
About 16 minutes too long, but go ahead.
Ain't that the damn truth? But hey, speaking of that, can't wait to get into this one. But first, how did we get there, Brad?
So I'm going to give you 3/4 of the build, okay? And I am going to be reading. I have but a lot of this is thanks to the Sportster, so thank you for all the information. The rivalry between Tommy Dreamer and Raven helped define the tenure of ECW. Both wrestlers were trying to make their names when Paul Heyman took a chance on them both. A long storyline with complicated layers and fascinating backstory made it one of the most compelling feuds in wrestling. Heyman gave both wrestlers the chance to show their storytelling's ability. Raven was the best heel in the company, winning the ECW championship and always playing mind games with his opponents, especially your boy, Tommy Dreamer. The fans fell in love with Dreamer as their guy when he played the face this feud and putting his body on the line every single night. ECW witnessed many great matches moments thanks to this great rivalry. However, they used some weird tactics here. They used childhood background for fiction, helped Raven and Dreamer set up their big feud. Raven and Paul Heyman came up with the story of Raven and Dreamer being enemies at childhood summer camp. Dreamer was the popular kid who bullied Raven for being an outcast. Even the addition of Beulah McGillicuddy played into the background as an overweight girl bullied by Dreamer when she had a crush on him. Raven was now the top dog at ECW, and Beulah had blossomed into a model. Dreamer would feel their wrath by Raven's desire for revenge. Their background made fans believe in the hatred for their matches as it grew with Raven's torment of Dreamer. ECW giving Raven his own faction, the Raven's Nest, gave him the heaters of the Blue Meanie and Stevie Richards, always getting involved. Dreamer didn't win any of these matches. In the feud, as it continued in its groove, the story of Raven always coming out on top, having Dreamer's number, showed the opposite story of their childhood. Raven had a point that made fans understand him, but his manipulative and vindictive ways sold the heel character to gain support of Dreamer. ECW continued to add layers to the Tommy Dreamer versus Raven to make fans continue wanting more. Their overall story was the Dreamer could never, ever pin Raven, but he did score some positive moments. Beulah McGillicuddy turning face against Raven to enter a new romance with Tommy, his now wife. The old wounds were healed as Beulah did better as a face and more chemistry with Dreamer. Raven's ECW championship reigns were quite dominant, and fans badly wanted to see Dreamer end this. The Sandman ending Raven's first reign made more sense, but Dreamer liked the favor to end Raven's second title run. But first ECW pay-per-view created the right scenario for Terry Funk. So bottom line is, this is very inside baseball. This feud is very inside baseball. And Dreamer actually never wanted to beat Raven and never wanted to win any kind of championship in ECW. Which brings us to this match. It is a loser leaves town match between Raven and Tommy Dreamer, the loser leaving town. Problem is, the whole place already knows that Raven has signed with WCW. The whole crowd, everybody knows that already. So when you're having a loser leaves town match and already know that one guy is signed to another company, kind of loses its zest. So let's just get to the match. Beulah entering with Tommy Dreamer. Raven in the ring, sitting in the corner. Raven introduced to You Sold Out chants by the ECW Philadelphia faithful. And there's no worse crowd in the world than them. We will get to that later, though. Raven with Chastity and Lupus. Adam, are you there?
Nope.
James, are you there? Did I lose you both?
I'm here. Ask me.
All right. Mike, any Lupus stories?
Yeah, there was this one time I seen him and I changed channel. I don't know who the fuck you're talking about.
Mike, do you listen to any Busted Open?
I listened to it a couple times. I'm not a big fan. Like, it's not like an every week thing. If I see something interesting on it, I'll do it.
So there's a very young Tommy Dreamer in the ring. Kind of different than the presentation we see now. Mike, is the ECW presentation too amateur for you? Or do you kind of like how rough around the edges it is?
Oh, I love the ECW around this time.
Okay. Good.
I found ECW on accident. Like, just being up at 1 o'clock one morning, flipping through the channels, and I seen the rest, and I'm like, oh, cool. WWF's on. Or WWF at the time. And started watching. I'm like, oh, this ain't WWF. And fell in love with it ever since.
James, who are the announcers?
Oh, glad you asked, because I really thought before even watching this match that I'd only have to type one name. But come to find out, I had to type two, because you got Joey Styles and Rick Rude.
Unbelievable.
It's kind of because I was even watching that match, for the research for this show. I was like, two? I'm not used to hearing two people on ECW shows,
So we have Lupus tells Raven to leave because he says he doesn't need this anymore. Adam, why do this? Because now Raven walks out. Why do this when everybody already knows?
You sold out.
Because it's a heel move. He's like, hey, I'll do it. You handle it. I'll let you get out of here. So other than stupidity, it was just a heel thing to draw more heat. All it was.
But everybody knew he was leaving, and they were really playing to the realism here of him leaving. It was a little awkward, actually. I thought a little bit awkward there. Lupus, so Dreamer pushes Lupus down with one hand and goes after Raven in the crowd, brawling on the outside, fighting their way through the rabid Philadelphia crowd. Tommy Dreamer takes a drink of beer from one of the fans and spits it on Raven. Mike, how important is beer to a match?
Oh, fuck, you had to drink the damn bit of fighting like that.
That is
And,
an awesome question.
COVID wasn't an issue then, so that they can just grab drinks from anybody, boom, and chug them. They didn't have to worry about. But if they were roofied, that was even better.
Oh man,
Let's keep on going. I'm just saying.
Adam,
They were having a blast.
Adam, you're a Busted Open fan, right?
Yes.
So and you've watched some Impact as well. So you see Dreamer all the time. Does this hardcore version of him throw you off now?
Well, he's always been, since he did the House of Hardcore, he ran his own promotion and everything. And everything he talks about is the innovator of violence. It was more different for me seeing him that good of shape back then compared to now. The hardcore stuff don't bother me. It doesn't. I mean, that's how I've always known Tommy Dreamer. But to see him in that good of shape and that good looking a guy back then, that's what's different to me.
But it just throws me because he's such a nice guy. And just knowing that he was this guy that just did everything balls to the wall.
He never cared to win either. That's the thing like you said earlier. No. He never cared to win.
He didn't want to win.
No.
So very, very different. So James, why did the Raven character not work for Eric Bischoff in WCW?
Because he's a rich yuppie bitch. He doesn't know what it's like to be poor, broke, and everybody look down on you.
Who, Eric?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't think
83 weeks, fend of the show.
Right. No, I'm just saying. I don't think because I grew up in the not the richest of upbringings and all that stuff. Obviously broke as shit now, but I don't think it connected to Eric because it wasn't it didn't connect to him because on a personal level, we all kind of knew the granted, which is funny to say because Raven did grow up rich as fuck, but that poor looked down upon character, grungy and all that stuff. I think it was relatable to especially the 90s culture of there was a change coming from the old school mentality of do proper, be proper, all this stuff, don't ask why, just follow the orders, to questioning the orders and kind of outcasting and stuff. So
I just think he wasn't an Edgar Allan Poe fan.
Nevermore.
I don't know.
Rapping and a tapping and a knocking at my door.
Raven the Dreamer on the concrete. I honest to God don't even know what you would call this move because it looked awkward as hell. Adam, we've talked about a lot about wrestling in the crowd. Okay, we have, but this is next level. How dangerous and maybe irresponsible is this?
Oh, it's super irresponsible. But back then, that's what ECW was. They gave you something nobody else did. They gave you something that was on the edge. You didn't see this in WCW. You didn't see this in WWE. So they did everything different to make them stand out. And fighting in a crowd like that, risking, getting charged by beating the hell out of a crowd member or whatever, they didn't care. Because his parents, Paul E. his parents is lawyers anyway, or his dad was a lawyer. So somebody would try to sue him. I'm sure you can get him out of it.
Dreamer
it was just different. It was different back then. I don't think they cared really.
A lot of affluent people in this match.
Oh yeah, come on, man. Dreamer bleeding. Raven puts Dreamer through the table. Sets up yet another table. Appearance by Shane Douglas, and Francine. Shout out.
Yes, sir.
Tables are not breaking real easy, but they continue to beat each other through them. Mike, are these working tables or shoot tables?
No, they're shoot tables. They're like the ones you had out there on the damn stands, putting t-shirts on, and they forgot to do that little slice thing on them.
They even said something in commentary.
They did not get those from Tabor's R's.
No,
they got them from Home Depot.
No, those come from straight up Lowe's.
Dreamer throws Raven into the gate, then a crotch into the gate. Face first from Dreamer to Raven into the concrete floor. Devin, are they ever getting back into the ring? I was going to say to Devin, it felt like they were in that crowd forever is all I'm getting at.
I didn't think they ever were. I thought it was end out there. I mean,
I thought that they were just I could have sworn I seen Sam, and then Raven just kind of leaves out the crowd,
Yeah, I mean, I could have sworn I seen Sammy Guevara out there in the stands too.
He wasn't born back then.
Loved it.
So chair to Raven.
I'm being Devin
from Dreamer. Adam, how comfortable do you have to be with your opponent to take these chances? And
well, I mean, you got to think. I mean, even as long as they've known each other, that's still something hard to trust somebody with, especially being out there. So you have to really either love what you're doing or really trust them, because something could go wrong so easily.
Yeah, and this is obviously at this time. It is now, believe it or not, but this building's probably not up to code in any way back then.
Code.
I think I've been there now, and it's still rough, but it's not even close to as rough as what I'm seeing in '97 here. So obviously, Raven. All right. So anyway, yeah, Raven pulls Dreamer's head puts Dreamer's head first into the vending machine, then onto the concrete, and then James. We have the starting lineup to the Philadelphia
I was
Eagles.
hoping you were going to come to me because I
And
was
the
definitely going
Raptors.
to go to you with this.
Were you excited?
I was excited for what the commentary said.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh,
Why don't you tell us
yeah.
what it is?
That was one of the parts I replayed it, and I'm like, should I write this direct quote down so I get it right for Brad? And I was like, you know what? That's petty. And I remember it anyway. Like, not the direct quote, but yeah, starting lineup for Philadelphia's here. Whoop-dee. Yeah, that says a lot when they're on an ECW show in fucking 97 with 1,200 people. That's all I'm trying to say.
Hey,
Fuck
now.
you.
Support,
Yeah.
man.
You wouldn't see that's like the Dallas Cowboys going to fucking, slapdick Southwest Wrestling, like that.
Hey,
Ain't
listen.
happening.
That's what Philadelphia is, man.
Hey.
I know you hate it, but
If
it's what we are.
Well, here's the thing, Brad. If they showed that much heart and intensity, maybe they could finally beat the Dallas Cowboys.
If they fight as hard as these two guys, they might actually beat the Cowboys. Next line, I wouldn't bet on that.
America's team.
Dude, I know you hated this shit, Adam, but this was fun as shit. Chair shot from Raven. Finally, they are finally into the ring. Mike, I said earlier that Shane Douglas was watching. Do you think that was odd considering he played absolutely no part in this match and was in a match later?
I had no idea at the time.
Fuck! I asked the wrong guy.
Yes, you did, of course.
James, you were nodding.
Yeah, it's because even when the guy, which we'll get to, it's still just like what
Yeah.
are they just name dropping him so he can be in the conglomerate mix of shit? Like I didn't get that.
So here's what's funny, James. If you go to the ECW arena, there is a rafter like that, and I mean Heath Slater's just sitting up there watching. Like, it's weird as shit, man. They're just watching it. He's just watching the match, and they just engaged him for no reason because he played no part in the match.
No camera shots, nothing. Like, I mean, I know you hear his voice, but like, why go to him without a payoff? I guess.
I love it because it made no sense. Anyway, drop toe hold from Raven. The Dreamer face first into the chair. Beautiful, most beautiful move of the night. I said, what did you think, Devin? I really thought it was probably the nicest move so far. Raven throws Dreamer off the top rope onto a chair and destroys the chair like I've never seen a chair destroyed before. Please, Adam, tell me you're there, and is there a safe way to do this?
EC dub.
I don't know what.
I think that's a rough and tumble aspect of it.
Man, I tell you.
I know it. That is ECW back in the day, it was definitely the alternative. It was different.
It was
they
a hell
prided
of a
themselves
spot.
on that.
That wasn't like a clean chair break. That was like a bent chair.
Nothing ECW does is clean.
It had to hurt, man. It had to hurt, right?
I think it's meant to look gritty.
But I don't think they weren't as prepared for stuff like that as WWE or WCW.
Yeah.
Like they just did this shit. Like, hey, there's gonna be a chair there. Boom, hit him.
Because even when a certain person throws a chair down at another certain person, which we'll get into, he like damn near misses him completely. Like he's on the ground.
Yeah.
And he goes to throw a chair at him and just like barely nicks his legs. And I was like,
yeah. So I mean I think it's completely different.
So we got Dreamer out at 2 somehow. Hip toss counter into the DDT by Dreamer. Dreamer grabs a sign from a fan. Hits the ref with it. Ref out. Hits Raven with the sign. James, is this sign a production plant or is it someone's sign?
Gotta be a plant, right?
I think so. Because
I mean,
it's like a
I don't
metal
know
sign.
people that are bringing traffic signs because aren't those illegal to possess?
Yeah, but I don't think anybody gives a shit there. Like, I don't think nothing's
Yeah,
illegal
I
in
mean-
that building. But I think it was a
And-
plan.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It could have been.
So,
What,
Mike,
what are they gonna do? Pay them $50? Hey, or give
50?
What if you
Those
come in for
guys
free?
wrestling weren't getting paid $50.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. What if you come in for free to do this? I mean,
You might have got a free ticket.
or hey, you want to be on TV?
Yeah.
I mean,
Mike, are you
Or
having
it's
There's-
probably somebody's homie, like somebody's friend that's like, hey man, it's gonna be like we're gonna grab a random traffic sign from you later on, you know.
Mike, are you having
yeah,
fun yet?
I mean,
Are you loving this?
I'm loving it.
Perfect pile driver onto the sign. Lupus breaks up the pin. Apparently he's weak because Dreamer is no selling his punches. It's just like a little kid. Beulah in the ring. DDT from Beulah. Crotch shot from Raven to Tommy Dreamer. Roll up by Raven.
And kind of Beulah too.
Yeah. Kick out. Thanks for making it back.
And
Adam,
that's
what
on
is the
purpose. I
little
thought
thing
you'd get the
called-
hint.
A show. Okay.
I figured
Hey,
you'd get the hint, and I walked away.
Listen, I talk about your bullshit all the time. You know? Raven courting Beulah. She's not interested. Crotch shot by Dreamer to Raven. That is quite a few crotch shots at this point. Kicks out. Chastity sprays something into the eyes of Dreamer. Drop kick by Raven. Devin, do you like the Gaga? So, Adam, let me ask you. Do you like the Gaga?
No,
And the
I think
fans-
it's just,
Negative.
It's all.
But away.
I think the Gaga is ECW.
do the fans love it?
Yeah.
Yes,
The
the
fans.
fans, everybody in that arena loves that stuff. So ECW had their own fans.
Yeah, when you have smart fans like that, you do have to kind of do some bullshit like that to keep them on their toes.
So we have a
Right.
cat fight, and the fans
Yes,
once again
love it.
love it. Adam, wrestlers that you wrestled with, okay, did they like this stuff, or do they wish they were a part of it?
yes.
Yes.
The guys I know and wrestle with, I don't want to say they're not a fan of it, but because if it's drawing money, of course you want to be a part of it. But
Yeah, Dan. Yeah. Hey, Command Man Dan, how's it going? Yeah, you would like to do it. You like the ECW? Yeah. Adam doesn't. Yeah, I know. He's an asshole. Bye. Just saying.
But I mean, if it draws money, of course you'll be a part of it. But at the same time, it's just too much. It's too much going on. You want to be, if I'm out there wrestling, I want the attention to be towards me, not drawn towards anywhere else.
Okay, so Adam, I got a question for you off of this. If this was your opportunity to be on TV, like you're down in Independence, you're not on TV, you're in like a high school or middle school gym, whatever it is that you're doing, but this right here is your opportunity to get on TV and start getting noticed. Would you take that step to do this?
Or if it's my
Or would
first
you-
match, yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Hell yeah.
I-
But
that's
these are
Adam.
not first match guys though.
No, it's not their first, but I mean, it's their first known promotion, right?
All right. So
Pretty much.
Well,
I
no,
mean,
Raven was in WWE first.
as
Yeah, what was
what? Like,
Prince-
what
As,
did he do?
Oh shit. Oh, Johnny Polo.
yeah, that's it, Johnny.
Yeah,
Polo.
but I mean, but what did he really do there?
No, he needed to
That's the
Here-
thing, he didn't have to do shit. And he got paid for it. That's the thing. He had to do nothing.
Right.
He
But,
wanted to
I
do
mean,
it.
so-
He loved it.
Yeah, he
So
wanted to.
would you.
Really.
He loved it. Him, Sandman, Tommy Dreamer, Taz. They came up here. If it
The
wasn't for
Dudleys.
EC,
Well, we
The
think he got
Dudleys.
paid for it anyway.
but still, if it wasn't for ECW, they would not be where they are at today.
Correct. So guess what, James? Another crotch shot by Beulah. I think this is the spot you're talking about. To Raven. DDT by Dreamer to Raven. Kick out. James, did you think that was it?
Was that the
The crotch shot by
never
Beulah
mind.
to
Yeah,
Raven,
we're-
then a DDT by Dreamer to Raven. So we had a crotch shot to him and then a DDT.
yeah.
I
I
mean, that
I
was a tough
did
one.
not, because for some reason I kind of knew some jive was gonna happen.
I got you. Another ref bump. Another DDT. No ref. Louis Spicoli in the ring. Beating
it is.
Dreamer. Puts Raven on Dreamer. Wakes up the ref. But yet again, kick out. Mike, how many DDTs and crotch shots make a good match?
According to this match, you need at least 42.
Death Valley Driver to Raven from Dreamer. DDT by Dreamer. EC fucking W. Pin by Dreamer for the win. The crowd loves it. I love it. Looks like it means something to Dreamer. But guess what? Yes, the match is over, but we got 10 minutes left on this freaking YouTube. So what's going on? The lights go out. And who appears? Rob Van Dam with Bill Alfonso. Adam, did you like the strategy here of going one angle to another?
Yeah,
That's all right.
If it wouldn't have been just so, there's just too much going on at once.
Here's the thing, though. You knew that Raven was leaving. So
Right.
I get like, oh, you're out the door. Well, we're going to show the fans, like, because they're not going to give him like a send off. Like, yeah. Go watch him, over there. They're going to be like, hey, he's out. But guess what? Pay attention to us because next week, like we got all this. They're promoting themselves, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
But
They're
no
not gonna give
respect
him
to
the send
Raven
off.
for going out the door for everything he's
No
done.
respect to... Well, it's time to move on.
Mm.
Lights out again. Sabu in the ring. Lights out again. Jerry the King Lawler. Can you believe it, James?
Just shitting on everybody.
Complete mayhem. Jerry abusing the whole GCW product. Mike, is the
GCW?
attitude sorry guys. ECW product. Mike, is this the Attitude Era on steroids?
Yeah, but I didn't like the lights going out every time somebody came out. I would
Why?
rather the music hit and they come run out to the ring.
Yeah.
I mean, the lights you got, one time, maybe two lights go out, but we got what, 3 times? Like 3 or 4 times the lights
I
go
love it.
out and then you open up and it. How in the fuck are they seeing where they're going? For one. I mean,
Great
so,
answer.
I like how that's your gripe about it all. Like, because I can't see.
I mean, you can't see where the fuck you're going for one, but I mean, I would like when Stone Cold comes out, you got that grass break, you hear that music.
That's a completely different type of thing, though.
Yeah,
So
but
when the
if
lights
you
go
know,
out and they come back on and Undertaker's there, you're jizzing your pants.
yeah, but if the lights go out, then you hear dong, and then it's the Undertaker.
Still don't know
So
how to
I
get he
mean,
got
you
there.
know.
How's he seeing anything, like you said? But anyway, the gangsters
He's
show up.
dead, Brad. He's dead. Dead.
I got you.
Yeah,
The
he's
gangsters
dead. He
show
can
up.
see in the dark.
Jerry Lawler, direct quote, "Look at this slut." Wow. Holy shit. The crowd is absolutely on fire. Sandman chugging a beer. Looks like $1 million.
I think it's fucking leg tackle. That was weak as shit too.
There are still.
What's your favorite part of what was your favorite part about Sandman's attire, Brad?
His beer.
Not the Zubas or whatever, the Zoomies
Yeah,
or whatever.
I know he always did wear those,
a
didn't he?
kendo stick.
Zubaz.
That's the loudest kendo stick I think I've ever heard. Like, I don't know how they, because maybe had it a little loose, so it was like, because it was like loud sounding.
Some
You
bitches
know?
hurt, I'm telling you.
Well, yeah, when you swing them 100 miles an hour, but this one sounded like it was gimmicked up to be like pat, pat, like every time he swung it.
So I have to say, guys, this is like a show-ending match. However, there are 3 matches after this because the music hits and Taz comes out and the ring clears. What a night! What a night for Wrestlepalooza! What a night for Philadelphia! Mayhem.
We
Go
are
ahead, James.
same, Mike. We are skipping the biggest part of the fucking annoyance of this ending part. And it's that motherfucker Alfonso and that damn whistle.
I
said it.
cannot stand
Fucking
that.
postal the
can't
whole
stand
time. And then like people are like exiting the ring and all that stuff, and he's like right at their ear, just tweet, tweet, tweet. I'm like, man, I would knock that some.
I could not stand that.
Yeah, it was. I
That is-
understand that was
heat,
part of him and
brother.
Rob Van Dam, but that was one
That's
thing I
heat.
could not do.
Heat.
Listen, this past couple of weeks when I had off, I got a new pet peeve, and my girls like to watch YouTube, and it's a 15-second video, and it's a sound or a music playing over and over and over and over and over. After like 2 minutes, I'm like, "Fuck you, I'm done." Like,
That
no,
whistle was
and that's
a bit
the same
much for
thing.
me.
I cannot stand it. Like, do it a couple times, you're good. You keep going and 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 going. I'm done.
Nothing says wrestling like a rape whistle.
Right?
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Great match, great time. Adam, thank you so much for being such a good sport because I know that.
Yeah, thanks to listener and also Jackass on show, Brad, for picking that.
Friend of the show, Brad Stanton.
I want to know
No,
what
we
the
know
hell that
that part.
referee
No,
was
that was
on
a
because
mistake.
that referee got knocked out 3 times and powered up faster than half the wrestlers do. He got laid out twice and did a fast count every time he popped right back up.
I did say shout out to Alfonso though for like getting the microphone from Jerry the King Lawler, shouting out Shane Douglas for once again no reason, and then giving the microphone back behind his back. Did you notice like he like got to put it behind his back and then Jerry grabbed it? Like, dude, you were facing him and just grabbed it out of his hand. That's fine to have on camera, but you just want to like slowly put it behind your back and have Jerry grab it. Like, I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
And
I'm
he
gonna say
also
right now,
grabbed
guys.
the jacket and the crown because I was like, damn, that crown's about to get crushed. But there's Fonzie with his damn whistle going ape shit with that coat and the crown.
This was just a good time. That's the way you got to look
Great
at
time.
it. Just a good time.
That's right.
Sorry, as a
time.
wrestling purist, Adam, I know this isn't exactly for you, but it is part of wrestling. So we do have to cover it.
As far as that crowd and everything, I know why they did it. Just 'cause I don't like it didn't mean it wasn't good. I mean,
I mean,
Having
it was
said
so
that-
good. The 1996 Eagles offensive starting team was there. Like, that's how good
This-
it was.
But we can at least put to bed that Raven and Tommy Dreamer was a good rivalry, right, Amy?
oh yeah,
right,
As far
RJ?
as,
Right,
yeah.
JD?
as far as them, yeah, they had it. Oh,
Last.
yeah. Hell
They
yeah.
had it last for freaking 12 weeks. They had it last.
We need to have RJ on the show sometime.
Yeah, he can't do Thursdays. He was bitching up on
Yeah, he's like,
Twitter
I've never
today.
been invited. Like, well, most of the time people ask us
seriously,
to be
me
on.
and him
like,
have
so
talked
it's
off
your
air like
show.
50 times.
It ain't our show. I ain't never reached out to nobody.
Your
People are
show.
like, hey man, can I be on the show? Like, yeah, man, come on.
Nah, RJ's
come
I'm
on.
just kidding around. He knows that.
Can you ask me? Fucking this guy, huh?
Anyway, I think we beat this to death. We beat this to death. Back to you, James, because it
All
looks like
right.
someone's ready. Because I think he's got a woman in the other room.
You got fan
No,
questions?
Not tonight.
No, we used them all.
Oh.
I just ended up doing them all at the same time.
Well,
None of them are relevant.
I
None of them
can-
are relevant to anything.
so what are we?
Can I take over the Devin demographic? Can I
Yeah,
take
but
over
that's
that
not up.
this
That's
week?
not up yet.
Are we proceeding with the
okay.
next segment?
Yeah, next segment.
Yeah,
Huh?
let's get it.
Well,
Get it
it's
on.
the hottest rising segment in the podcast history. You know it. We all know it. Hell, it's your show, and half of the stuff may be submitted by you. You can always reach out to Adam for that. That being said, it's time for Waka 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 with Adam. So, Adam,
Waka 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 with this for the mucker. Yay! So let's see here. Oh yeah, I promised a couple of them from last week, didn't I?
Yep.
I promised a joke with a hippo.
you did teased it.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
been waiting.
Yeah,
All
we've
right,
been waiting all week for this.
I hope
All
so.
week, 7 days.
So what's the difference between a hippo and a zippo?
One lights your fire.
No, one's really heavy and one's a little lighter.
Ah!
That's
I like
great.
that one.
So what do you call a poor Santa Claus?
Brad Stanton.
Ah, I didn't say a skinny Santa Claus.
I see what you did there.
You call him Saint Nicholas.
Ah, there it is.
Ooh,
Because he has
Nicholas.
no nickel.
Yeah.
He's nickel-less.
You know, it was crazy. I thought my clothes were shrinking from the dryer. Turns out I've been putting them in the refrigerator the whole time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's
How does
about
that
as good as
happen?
that last
I wanted
match.
to make such a good Mike joke on that one, but I just let that one pass.
On the same hot dog.
No, I
thought my
separated
clothes were
the,
getting
I separated the
shrinked-
ketchup and mustard.
shrinking. Come find out they were my sons. Yeah,
That's
right.
funny. No, I separated the ketchup and mustard so far that I even got the ketchup with me just so we can get close to the mustard.
Yeah, right.
I got to keep it with
It's
me.
on- my daughter eats ketchup with everything. Pizza, fish, anything. She wants ketchup with it.
Pizza's dumb.
cheese pizza with ketchup.
Fuck is that
That's
about?
what she
Not
wants.
okay. That's not okay. I don't care how young you are.
Peanut
What
butter
about
and
ranch?
jelly.
Nip that shit in the bud, Mike.
Peanut butter and jelly with ketchup.
Well, you got
That's a little too much.
Yeah,
No,
Adam.
I'm just saying. Well, actually, no, it's not that bad. But she don't eat jelly. It's just peanut butter. But
Oh, that makes better.
So how do you follow Will Smith in the snow?
slap him.
No, you just follow his Fresh Prince.
Ah,
Very nice.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Boy, I suck at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Are you going in your shoe for the next one, or there you
No,
go.
this is my last one. I'll save the best one for last. You know, I'm friends with all the letters of the alphabet, but I really don't know why.
I don't either.
Huh?
I
Ah,
don't
The
know.
letter Y.
yeah.
I don't know what
Gosh,
this,
Mike.
but apparently this means why. All right.
Since y'all don't like that one, here this is one I
I
really want
like
to end
it
with.
just fine.
Is this one I sent back to you in January, right?
No, this is back
Of
last
last
February,
year?
probably.
We don't need you to laugh for a half hour, Mike. We need you to talk.
That
So,
shit was
Mom-
funny when I said it.
My mom told me I had no sense of direction, so I packed up all my bags and right.
Ah,
That wasn't better. That wasn't better than why.
no, that's one of them thinkers.
Oh, I mean left. Crap,
Yeah.
I left.
You
Dang,
get
I'm
it.
sorry.
You see, it's one of the good. Yeah, it's a.
Dang, my bad.
one
So-
of the
Waka
good-
waka waka
That is
waka.
still great.
Waka waka waka.
Can't
My
like
believe
sister.
that.
Oh, never mind. I can't talk about that one. That's
Oh.
something else.
Uh-oh. Is that a teaser for next week?
Oh no, I might get kicked off for that one.
Okay, never mind then. Moving on. Thank you, Adam, for the waka waka waka.
I wrote down like 2 pages worth, and I've got one left. I don't want to just leave this
Oh,
one.
hey, I mean, it's your show,
It
man.
never ends when he says it's going to end. We know that. Kind of like our
Yeah.
ending.
Well, you know, I never believed in my
Or beginning.
chiropractor. I never believed in chiropractors, but now I stand corrected.
that
Waka waka.
was a good one. Hey, you need to leave on that one.
All right, that's it.
That's it. Boom.
That
Fucked out.
was-
We're done.
Oh, I landed it! Yay! It's the first time in 37 episodes, or 38 now.
A growing storyline.
Should I go for 2?
No.
Should I go for 2?
Do it.
Let's see. Let's see.
Where
Nope.
the fuck did that one even go?
It's still up there. It's
For
up
real,
on the-
hey, if you're watching the video version, which we highly recommend, you're gonna see it. Adam turned into a fucking magician on that last one.
I think Shane Douglas caught that in the rafters.
Francine,
Or the
over here
starting
caught it
lineup
with
of the Philadelphia Eagles probably just had a.
Francine caught it with her mouth.
I don't. Your
That's
reaction
great.
to that one was just, oh man,
I was waiting to hear a boom. You
yeah,
know,
nothing.
I didn't hear a thing. I'm sitting here with it.
What is it, the
Tree-
Carbonaro effect or something?
Tree goes down. Yeah, right. There
There we go, Steve Cominoro. That's it.
it is.
Hey, that's the best way to do that.
That was great.
Good shit 2 times. Well, you know, what better way to keep the laughs going with some hardcore, you know, we just covered ECW, and my God, wasn't that hardcore? And then Vader bled like a bitch, and he got whipped a bunch. They both got whipped, you know. Man, we didn't even mention old homeboy coming out, too. Yeah. Shout out New Jack, RIP. That was weird. Shout out RIP. Whatever. Moving on. Brad, we're to this part of the
All
segment.
right. FMK
So-
time, hardcore edition. Okay.
Ooh.
So yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no problem with some hardcore tough guys, but hardcore women, I didn't really know what that meant because we cover hardcore women every week with wrestling women. So I went actresses that have played tough girls in movies. So I'm gonna name the movie that they were kind of tough in. But you don't have to use that. All right. But I'm just gonna mention why I even said it. So first we have Angelina Jolie. And I'm gonna go with Mr. and Mrs. Smith
Good one.
as one of those
Yes.
movies where she was a total badass.
Tomb Raider.
Now this
good,
one,
too.
this one, what would you say, James?
Tomb Raider. Wanted
good,
when she
good,
got
good,
out of that
good.
bathtub with that.
Oh, wanted. Oh my God. Yeah.
Boy,
There you go.
go ahead.
So then I have Lucy Liu, who is in
Ooh.
Charlie's Angels, is a good example of being a badass. And finally, I don't know if you guys know her or not, 'cause I don't know if you guys are into the Marvel stuff. Zoe Saldana, and she plays in Guardians of the Galaxy, 2, and she's the green one. Do you know who I'm
The
talking
green
about?
one.
Yeah, she does the
No
the
Gal
blue.
Gadot. What the fuck? No Gal Gadot.
No,
Yeah.
the girl that does the blue
I
people
thought about
movie.
Gal Gadot, but we've already done Gal Gadot.
What the fuck's her name? In
That
Gamora, right?
Gamora.
Yes,
So,
her.
James, we've
Oh,
already
yes.
used Wonder Woman thing. Your favorite version of the Wonder Woman. That's why I
Oh,
didn't do
that's
it.
right. Yeah.
I
Gamora.
try not to repeat, but it's getting tough.
Yeah,
now,
well, see,
pushing
you
40
know,
episodes.
our
Gamora.
archives. You know, you can always check out the archives for that discussion.
Yeah.
Brad with 2 weeks in a row. Wow, man.
Yeah, well, we didn't do it last week. Last week was we were shitting on each other. So, remember? Diarrhea on you or on me?
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, 2
And
FMKs
James
in a row.
couldn't
Good
get enough
job,
of
man.
that. James hated that. He
Yeah,
could
that
not
was
stop
not,
talking about it. So I'm
wasn't one
glad
of
I'm
my
revisiting
favorites.
it. But anyway,
So I got
Go
this
ahead,
one
Mike.
already. I done got it figured out. I'm marrying Angelia because
Yeah.
one, she's
Close
hot as
enough.
fuck. She can do whatever she has to do, and she makes the money. I'm fucking Gamora because who would not fuck that green alien? And I'm killing Lucy Liu.
all right. Uh,
There we go.
Adam, do you need me to come back to you?
No, I got it. It's just rough, man. God, man, that's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so I'm marrying Zoe Zordana because her and Columbiana. Oh my Jesus, Lord Almighty,
All
good
of them.
movie. I'm effing Angelina because her in Gone in 60 Seconds.
That's
Ooh,
a good
boy.
choice. I like that movie.
And then Process of Elimination. I'm sorry, but I had to kill Lucy Liu. Not because I want to, it's just I like the other two better.
All right, James.
All right, so I'm fucking Lucy Lawless because I think that Xena Warrior Princess scream would be really cool.
What's her name? Lucy Lawless?
I thought this, you know. Oh, wait a minute, she wasn't one of them. Oh, okay, my bad. I would say, see, Adam kind of, you know, after he spoke his, I was like, man, that kind of makes sense. I was gonna marry Angelina, but I may just fuck Angelina because, you know, I don't know, she's
You don't want all them kids either. She's got a lot of kids.
that
You
is
don't want to
very
deal with
true.
that.
She's gonna adopt another one right under you also, and then divorce you and make you pay child support for some reason.
Now,
know
you
what
want
I'm
to follow Billy Bob Thornton?
Or her-
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I was about to make a very
Yeah.
yeah. Moving on.
Definitely later in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I am fucking Angelina. She has been one of my crushes for a long time. The
Yeah.
other Gamora, whatever, definitely not the alien version, but the lady actress, which is funny because I don't know her name, but I referred to her as such.
Zoe.
There it is, Zoe. I would marry her
Did she
because, you know, she seems like a wife material, not one night material. Dang, but that's rude to Lucy Liu too.
There is when she's gonna go for 3 here.
Because she is, you know what? I cannot say that on the podcast, but I'm just gonna say there's a rap lyric I really want to use, but I cannot. But I think I'm gonna marry Lucy Liu because, you know.
So you killed Zoe?
No, see, now that's too good.
You gotta kill one of them.
All right, man. Hey, here's the thing. I'm gonna marry Zoe and I'll kill Lucy.
Oh man, you tried to pull an Amy, and then you were
Well,
trying to.
no, because I wanted to. I was gonna make a very crude and rude joke, so I
We don't want that.
decided to get. Oh, it was bad, dude. It was way bad.
So
I mean, Zoe's the lead actress for Avatar. I mean, my gosh.
It was a. Not even gonna say it because I don't want to have to have Tyler edit it out. So I'm not even.
So I'm gonna go ahead and kill Angelina Jolie, and she can go ahead and get girl interrupted all day by somebody else.
Heyo.
I am going to fuck Zoe Saldana but I want her to be green, and I always wanted a green. I always wanted a green
fucking
chick.
aliens. Like y'all talk
I
about
always wanted
fucking
a green chick, man.
extraterrestrials.
You know how old she
My
is?
first green chick.
You know how old she is?
Do you even know? Like,
44.
44.
That's
She'll
what
look
it's about.
44.
I'll say, what if the juice is burning your dick off or something?
Hey, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to try it once.
Gotta be a high
Hey,
Hey,
pH.
good
they
Chris
can both-
Pratt's.
That's aliens. It gotta be a high
And-
pH.
And they can
There
both
you go.
kick ass.
Gonna
And
have
I'm
to
gonna
have
marry
Tyler
Lucy
cut that
Cat.
shit out.
Lucy Lou's definitely wife material to me. So that's my
Ooh,
choice.
you're the first.
The first time I did think you said Lucy Lawless, I was like, oh fuck yeah, Xena. And then you're like Charlie's Angels. I was like, oh, I was thinking Lucy Lawless.
It's a good choice,
Well,
though, Lucy Lawless. I didn't think of
Now,
it.
now we go for the fun part.
Yeah. So, all right. So we go with the gentleman. Badasses in movies. And there are plenty
Marry,
of them.
fuck, kill. A, I'm gonna marry him. B, I'm gonna fuck him. C, I'm gonna kill him.
What are we doing?
I don't know. I'm trying to
Alright,
get this
so-
done and over with.
We're going to go with Steven Seagal,
Okay.
which
Jean-Claude
which
Van-
version?
whichever
Like me,
version
Steven
turns you
Seagal,
on.
or
buddy.
Adam Steven Seagal?
Jean-Claude Van Damme, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Jean-Claude Van Damme,
Okay.
and Jason Statham.
Ooh.
Ooh.
No, Chuck Norris.
Ooh.
I thought about Chuck Norris, but I couldn't
Ooh.
get past his hair.
Ooh.
Body or like head?
No, he
or
wears that. He
beard
wears a
or
wig.
what?
He wears a wig, and that bothers me.
Ooh.
So I couldn't get Steven. I couldn't pass. I
Jason,
couldn't get past
who
Steven
was the
Seagal.
first
Billy.
Walker, Texas Ranger, Brad.
Yeah, I know who.
Who
he
was
is,
the
right?
first one? Wait, who was the first one?
Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal. Okay.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, Jason Statham.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
Mike.
kill Steven Seagal because he's a cop and I do some illegal shit.
He's a
Oh, there
cop.
you go.
Where?
Outed yourself on a worldwide podcast.
I promise you, the other two have been cops as well.
No, but he's a legit cop right now. Like that's what he does now.
Oh, for a living.
So
Period.
Yeah, he's a straight
Yes,
up
for a
cop. Yeah.
living. Yeah, he's
Very,
a straight
Does he have
up
to
now.
get on one of those like hovercraft days where you like the segways? Because I mean, have you seen that
He-
boy? Like
he
me
mi-
and
he
him
might. I don't
look
know.
similar.
He just, I know he's a cop.
I grow a
That's what
ponytail. I
I
can
know.
go as him as Halloween. You know what I'm saying?
He might just serve warrants. Is all he does.
He gave up. He gave up acting to become a cop.
Okay.
And he gave up
Um,
being in
so-
shape too.
Yeah.
Round is a
he's
shape.
dead.
Heard that? Thanks. Shout out.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. I will fuck him because he has an accent, so I can deal with the accent.
That's
I do
Mike
like Scottish
Steady.
accents.
So
Okay.
does Jason Statham.
Yeah, but Jason Statham, no, he can whoop some
Jason
ass.
Stanton is not
So-
related to me.
Okay, so I can go anywhere I need to and do whatever the fuck I need to, and he got my back. He can whoop some ass. I don't matter if there's one person or 10 people,
All Miller Lite.
and
huh?
he and he
Dude,
can
this
drive.
got him.
So when I need a getaway driver, he's my getaway driver.
So
He
he's
can be
doing
a
Devin-
transporter, right?
He's doing Devin's
Exactly.
demographic
You
and
give,
Mike's
you give
event?
Mike his own segment. Go to Wendy's. You ask him a damn dude FMK. It's golden.
He's so excited to do Devin's
Exactly.
demographic too. All right, go ahead, Adam.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm killing Seagal because I've just never been a Steven Seagal fan. I'm
And he's a
I've never-
cop.
that too, but I've just never been a Steven Seagal fan. He's just never been believable to me.
12's the
Oh.
He's not a good actor.
There you go.
Jeez, oh
He's
man.
not a good actor. That's my biggest thing. He's not a good
God
actor.
damn, who do you hate worse, Goldberg or Steven Seagal?
Goldberg.
Goldberg. That's
Goldberg.
easy.
Goldberg. Yeah, I have to do more with Goldberg than Steven Seagal. I don't have to watch Steven Seagal movies. I don't watch Steven Seagal.
All right,
movies.
Adam, it's still your turn.
Go ahead, Adam.
No. So I guess I'm marrying Jean-Claude Van Damme because, like Mike said, the accent. But Jason Statham, he's younger and he'd be more fun to just F. I don't want to marry him because Jean-Claude Van Damme, he's older, so he's settling down age. So I can just see, just marrying him and then just having fun with Jason Statham.
And plus, he hangs out with like The Rock because they do like the Fast
There
and
you go, have
Furious
me a
thing.
threesome. There you go.
So he hangs out with The Rock. Like he's that cool. And Stone Cold. And
Vin
come on
Diesel.
now.
Look
Well,
at
it has
Vin
been a
Diesel.
while, folks. If you wanted it, you got
Steve-
it.
Steve-
Drop Mike back in
Steve-
the house, and his microphone works.
Steven Seagal. And I'm not even drunk yet. So let's keep on going.
I
you're
thought
on
your
your
New Year's resolution was to quit drinking.
He chugged
Yeah,
your beer while he said it.
I fucked that up on January 1st.
But yeah, there you go. That's mine.
And this airs on the 12th.
All right, James, you're up.
There you go.
All right, so as much as I would like to power move, fuck Steven Seagal, I'm gonna kill Steven Seagal, and probably put him out the pasture because he's what I'm saying, he's a big old boy now. I can make fun of him like that. Which, granted, he could still probably karate kick me right in the face, because he is a legit karate dude. So I'm killing him. I'm gonna marry Jason Statham because I think that's well, here's the reason I'm marrying him, because he's actually the odd man out on this, because I'm fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme. Number one, power move, but number two, he can do the splits.
Ooh, there you go. Hey.
So,
Yeah.
marry Statham because he would be like, how they make those jokes about like, oh, you need a hardcore woman to be like, he didn't ask for pickles, like that type of shit. I feel Statham would be like, yo, my man said like no tomatoes, no mustard. There's tomatoes and mustard on here, and he just whip everyone's ass like fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like fucked up. So yeah, marrying Statham.
I'm gonna go ahead and kill Steven Seagal just because he's a little low. He was a little light on hair, but still did that ponytail thing, and I can't deal with that at all. All right.
What do you mean, brother?
He didn't do ponytail.
Yeah, he just had long hair.
I got an idea.
So then I'm gonna go ahead and fuck Van Damme, because why wouldn't you? And I'm gonna marry Jason Statham because he's the one for me.
Yeah, we damn near all have the same.
We're all marrying him. So if we're all marrying him, who's getting the the money from him when he dies?
No, I'm marrying Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I think it was a hypothetical. We're not marrying them all at once.
I'm marrying Jean-Claude because he's older and he's at settling down age.
That's true. And he can still legit whip everybody's ass because he's in shape.
All right. That's it, fellas. Thank you.
Fuck yeah, ain't nothing like
You're
that
welcome.
hardcore FMK, Brad.
Yeah.
Glad what's funny? We should hey, listeners at home, when you're listening to this, time Mike's answer to that FMK segment on the guys thing. Because right now we want you to time the next one. And I would like to kind of just see which segment happens to take longer. But you know what time it is. What better movie and hardcore movie thing to do? You watch movies, then why not eat a meal? They call it dinner and a movie, you know what I'm saying? So, Mike, what you got on the meat minute for us this week?
What? Hey, time out on
Start
that.
now.
I'm gonna do it. I'm taking over Devin's demographic first.
Well, that's not on the fucking outline. Stop your stopwatches, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck yeah, Brad. Thanks for selling me down the river on that one.
I would do it. I
told
wrote in the chat.
I didn't assign this. I didn't assign this.
Hey, Mike.
No, he didn't. I sent it in a text message.
Yeah, we're all fucking sitting here.
Yes. So, but I just wanted to give Devin his thing.
Yeah, hell yeah. We do need a Devin's demographic, because what?
So I want to do Devin demographic.
Devin's demographic. So
And
Mike, what you got?
So here's my thing. Which superstar would you like to see get a good push? But there's a catch. I'm not talking about Yes, exactly. And he's automatically disqualified because I'm not talking about a new superstar. I'm talking about somebody that's been there for, let's say, 10 years. So I'm talking about like R-Truth. It can be any company, any company they are. But I'm talking about somebody that's he's been around professionally for at least 10 years. So maybe R-Truth,
easy answer.
Dolph Ziggler, Robbie Roode. Just to give you some kind of examples.
Robbie.
Yeah. Bobby Roode, whatever the fuck they want to call him.
You're on a first name basis with him, Mike. I didn't know that. Oh, Robbie.
Who would you like to see get a good push in 2023? Not world champion, but just have a good run.
Adam.
So I know we've given John Cena his 20-year flowers, Rey Mysterio his 20 years.
Man, that was going to be one of my. Yeah.
I know we've given all these guys their 20 years, whatever. Randy Orton 20 years. I want to see Shelton Benjamin.
I'm not talking about them.
I want to see Shelton Benjamin get a push that he freaking deserves. He's been there
Yes.
15, 20 years. He come up.
Yep.
He come up with Lesnar, Batista, all these guys. And he had awesome matches with Triple H. He actually upset Triple H twice.
Yep.
He also had a good match with Shawn Michaels for the Intercontinental title. I believe it was the Intercontinental title. It may have been right before that. But anyway, I want to see Shelton Benjamin get his, because he deserves it. He's been there 20 years. He's probably in better shape now than he was when he first started with WWE. So if I see anybody, if I think anybody should get any kind of push whatsoever, it's got to be Shelton Benjamin, man, because he deserves it. He's been there. He doesn't complain. Anything they ask him to do, he's there. He's funny. He's a good athlete. I mean, he can do it all. He can do any of it. So
That's
why?
going to be one of mine, too, man. That's a good one.
Dude, I want to see Shelton Benjamin get
That's
his.
a real good one. Yes. He was definitely one of mine. He was on my list.
So can I go?
Yeah, go for it,
Yeah.
Brad.
Enzo
Glad to
It's
see
your
you.
show.
Glad to see you awake. Go ahead.
Enzo Amore, the real one. I wanted to make a comeback on the main scene and get a push. He's ready, and the fans want it.
Wow.
Okay, but you think if he comes right now, would he get a main push or would he get a mid-card push?
I think he would get. I think he could decimate MJF on the mic.
Definitely.
Decimate?
Yes.
Ooh.
MJF. I think Enzo
Hot
Amore.
take.
I think that is
He
money.
He could take MJF and Max Caster on
I think
the mic.
he could do it. I think he could do it. I think he.
I agree on
go
that one.
Word for word.
I think it'd be close. I don't think it
I
decimated
know
him, but it would
decimate
be
was strong.
close.
I think it
I
would
let
be-
that one. I
Maybe.
let that one go because he's a little bit earlier than what I was expecting, but that's a good
Been
one.
there over 10 years
Right.
if you count NXT.
SAWFT. Soft.
Yeah,
I mean,
guess he has been.
So
What-
I don't know if you guys got a chance to listen to him. It was before DDP Snake Pit went off the air. He went on there and actually was himself.
Yeah.
I've never heard
No,
him not in character. Absolutely great
I
episode.
heard that episode.
Definitely worth checking out in the archives.
Yeah, I heard that episode.
So, anyway, go ahead, James.
James.
Hey, ain't he great?
How you
Double-
doing?
What about old Double J? I'm just
I
kidding.
like it.
No, that wasn't going to be my answer, though.
He's had a hell of a push though this year, last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had a hell of a
man.
push.
Like, I was going to say Cardona, but that kind of doesn't seem like, because he's had a hell of a good go.
Yeah.
Sheldon Benjamin really is a good answer. I mean, Bobby Lashley I know he's had some top spots, but that'd be a good. But I guess he already had his push. I wanted to really honestly say Dolph, but I think that there's too many fish in the water right now for that.
Dolph would be good. I think Dolph kind of deserves it. He's up there with me.
Oh, Ricochet. I did want to say AJ, but I think
Yeah,
that's too a little premature. But or Ali, Ricochet or Ali, I think really deserve to kind of get their fucking go, because they did have a good go like a couple years ago, and then like Ali got injured, which led to the Kofi thing. But then and then it was like retribution happened and like all this other bullshit. Like it was really weird. And
Yeah.
Malachi, I don't know why Malachi doesn't have a belt in any promotion. That does trip me out. So I'm going to change it to Malachi Black.
Love it.
He'll be a good one. Yeah. he's
I have
definitely
no
a good
idea
one.
why that dude never fucked around with the tippy top in WWE and is not fucking around with the tippy top in AEW. Him and Pac, another with those two. Sorry.
What about
like 7 of them, but you know.
Yeah, Amy.
what about like Rusev or
Sean
Miro.
Spears. You know.
yeah, well
Yeah.
Miro or Rusev.
Pretty much any
I
one of
mean,
those people, like any one of those. That's
But
my
I think my main one I would
that's
like
my
to
Amy
have
answer. 7.
a title run would be The Miz. Not like as a
He won the world
Like,
championship
the last
like a
time-
year ago.
he did, but he
for
was
like 5 days.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. He was a but I would like for him to have a good run with something. He don't have to be champion,
Yeah.
but just be.
How about some wins? Man? Guy puts over enough
Yeah.
people. Let's get him a run.
True.
he
deserves
he
it.
puts over everybody. He's
Ciampa,
Great
fuck,
in-
we missed out
in-
No,
on
I was
Ciampa.
about to say his name, damn it.
Ciampa. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ciampa. I mean, but like with the Miz, I mean, he's great in the ring.
And I'll
So
tell
I
you what,
mean,
It wouldn't be a terrible thing to see Adam Cole make one more run too.
Well,
Adam
but
Cole,
he's
yes.
that's got to.
But he's still young.
and this is an
He's
injury.
still young.
He's 35.
He's young.
Yeah,
Hell,
but I'm talking
AJ
about people that's been there
WWE to lose,
for.
what, like 35?
I mean, he was in 30.
I
he
want
was
to see
in
Colorado get a good little push.
That's what I mean. They've been around for 15 years. They just weren't WWE. I mean, what are we talking?
Mm,
I want to see Colorado get a little push.
Yeah,
Right.
I bet you do, huh?
He's just different. He's just a different type of wrestler.
Are you going to go right into the meat minute?
is that what? Is it? Well, I guess
Yeah,
that's my turn.
that's next. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know
Yep,
what's
Kinda
next.
have
Is we're all over the.
I don't even know
I don't know what to do.
It's freaking mayhem.
We are. But you know what? Mike's meat minute is actually pretty
Eating
easy
cats.
because today it's gonna be Mike's side minute. Side
That's not
meat minute.
side.
No, listen.
Is
Side.
this for your side bitches?
It's one. It's actually a side dish, and apparently, it is a Elkoi favorite side dish. Because I got this from
I have a feeling I know.
I got this from Pop Elkoi, Mr. Randy
I
Elkoi.
bet I have a guess as to where this is going because there's only like one side that. Well, I mean, besides like potato cat or not green bean casserole, shit,
Nope.
like, there's one side that we like grew up on, so I'd probably know.
What about ranch style beans?
You're damn right. That is the best shit on the planet. It comes in a black can, white letters, ranch style beans. Fucking
Okay,
bomb,
so-
dude.
I'm going to read these instructions like he sent it to me. First,
My
you
dad sent
buy-
you ranch style beans for your Mike's meat minute.
yes,
Oh,
And
Mr.
he-
Lasagna himself sent you some
Yes.
fucking ranch style beans for Mike's meat minute. Can't
he
wait.
did, and he's
I'm gonna be like,
he
Dad, how you
sent
gonna
me-
rip on him for doing lasagna when you send literally a beans? But hey,
He
I'm not
sent
talking
me-
shit on ranch style beans. Don't get me wrong. Just making fun
he
of my
sent
dad
me
for this.
step by step how to do this.
I know exactly what
Okay.
you're about to say.
So the first thing you do, you buy
This?
yes,
Knew it.
buy a can
Thick and
of ranch
zesty.
style beans.
Yep.
The second thing you do,
Hey, well, hold on. It's a black
You-
label, has white lettering, ranch style beans. Like it's not like anything. It's not like Bush's ranch style beans. It's ranch style
No,
beans.
it,
Brad,
it says
yeah,
ranch
it's fucking
style.
good, dude. I'm
Yes.
telling you, it's the best shit of all time.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yes,
Oh,
it's good.
I'm just
Okay.
trying to figure
Ranch
out where
style
the
beans,
meat.
bomb.
I'm just trying to find out where the meat is.
This is not
Spoiler.
a Mike's meat minute. This is gonna be a Mike's bean minute.
Oh,
Apparently. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is buy a ranch style bean.
can of
Can.
ranch style beans.
The
Check.
second thing you do, you open the can. Listen,
Also
I'm going off
very
it.
true. I know. I love the fact that my dad sent this shit because I know his tone of sending it.
I'm reading
Buy the
it.
can. You open the
Third
can.
thing, you put them in a saucepan. Fourth thing, for flavor, add 2 shots of 57 sauce.
Damn right, thick and zesty, baby. 57.
Look at
That's
how
Heinz
happy he
57.
is.
Fourth thing, heat and stir to a low boil.
Turn on stove is what I thought he was gonna do. My dad.
Fifth thing, you serve on a plate or bowl. Goes
Hey,
great
hey.
with anything. It goes great. Listen, this goes great with anything, even Wendy's chicken nuggets.
And that is Randy Elcorai to a fucking T. Goes great with
So-
Wendy's chicken nuggets. Hey, bring it all back. You know what I'm saying? Like the wraparound.
There you go.
My
I
fucking
told you
dad
I'm
sends
taking fans' recipes. Our number one fan, Mr. Randy Elcoy. There it is.
Oh, he'll
You gotta
love
send him a
that.
shirt.
Step by step.
I know some young kid probably is gonna get pissed off about that.
It's all right.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
if you want, all you gotta do, heat your grill up to 500 degrees, throw a steak on there, cook it for 3 minutes, flip it over, cook it for 3 minutes, take it off, serve with these ranch style beans. Boom. There you go.
Dude, that was like no shit. Steak and ranch style beans was like, oh, like we're eating good tonight. Like, what's
It's
going on?
good,
As a kid, I was
right?
like, hey, steak and beans, like what?
Sit to the
You know?
side.
Excuse me, Rockefellers, the El Coras are in town. You know what I'm saying? Ah.
And you can
Hey,
send your
shout
recipes
out to
to
Ranch Style
at
Beans.
Whitaker 1028, and I will read them off and get shit from the guys and say fuck them.
That was
because-
the best.
I did what I did.
So,
So
Brad,
thank
you
you,
look bored. You need to go
Mr.
make a bagel
No,
or
I'm
something?
Randy
not, I am
O'Cry.
not bored.
Yeah, you need to go make a bagel over there, pouty
I'm
with
just
your
listening.
pants.
Just
Yeah.
listen. Shut up.
That's great. But that's my Mike's Bean Minute.
That is
This
fucking
week.
hilarious. I like how shout out to my dad because that is straight up. Y'all know where I get it from.
Hey.
Hell, y'all have all met him in person. Some of you multiple times. But the fact is like, buy the can, open the can. You know,
Step by step.
turn
I read
on
to you
the,
like you
know,
said
like,
to me.
I'm surprised you didn't say like take it off to cool down. You know, shit like that.
Send it to you step by step like you sent it to me.
Fuck
So
yeah,
thank you,
dude.
Mr. Randy
Oh.
Equai.
Yeah,
James,
and,
Randy's son, take it over.
My goodness. Glad that even made an appearance again. Well, it looks like, you know, we've talked about our matches. We've had our fucking and killings and marryings. And, you know, now we've already ate. So I guess that only leaves what's on tap for next week.
I am so excited to talk about what's next. We are going to take a break
I
from Rivalries
Bet
Week.
you are.
We're going to take a break from Rivalry. Mike, you've been talking for 2 segments. Can I go? We're going to take a break, and we're going to, because it is Rumble
Hey,
season.
but sometimes they say I don't talk
For the
enough.
love of God.
I did make a joke about Mike talking longer, but then when he started talking about ranch style beans, hey, you know, like,
So
that was
I know,
my
I
bad
was
on that
fucking
one.
with
it is Rumble
Now-
season.
Hey, that one's for you. Yeah, go ahead.
Wherever I am. Rumble season. We are going to take a break from Rivalries, the Rivalries series, and we're going to cover a Rumble match. But not just any Rumble match, because we are who we are. We are going to cover the first ever women's Royal Rumble match that took place in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And there may be some surprises throughout the episode. Just like the
Ooh.
Rumble has some surprise entrance, maybe there'll be some surprise entrance on the show. Stay tuned.
Oh, can we do a counter?
Ooh.
And then we just like whoever you're gonna have to chime in. Like,
Let's just keep in mind it is the first women's Rumble.
correct.
And that was Royal Rumble.
18.
Oh, that's when we have a
Yeah.
winner and somebody else comes in after the winner to take all the glory from whoever won the first match.
And
Also
Brad went to
true.
his car.
Ooh.
And
But it
Drove
is
out of there.
I mean, to reiterate Brad's point, which we don't want to gloss over, but you know, we did a women's series like at the very infancy of our podcast. We try to, you know, like we keep the respect of the women's matches and everything, like, because I mean, it helps build wrestling as a community and as a whole. And of course, you know, there are some decisions that are laughable and basically downright disrespectful. But nowadays, like you have women winning men's belts. You have women doing a lot of really, really big things. So of course, as a show, like we like to show that, you know, and honor that. I grew up, with my mom and stuff. Parents were divorced. That's no secret. It's not a shout out about dad. Like I love my dad, but you know, parents were divorced. Grew up with my mom. I have 3 sisters. You know, like it's time to turn the tide, and I believe the tide has been turned. But that being said, we like to present the women as a force to be reckoned with, force to be respected. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no differentiating it now because it's all wrestling now. and that's kind of good. And I really think the Evolution pay-per-view and the Women's Royal Rumble kind of set that tone. Like, it helped solidify it. It was set before, but like that was like, all right, now the buck stops here. Like, now that they've had a Rumble, they have their title belts, they've had their own pay-per-view. Like, it's all wrestling now. So that being said, can't wait to talk about the first Women's Royal Rumble because I really enjoyed it. I loved it and liked who won it and all that stuff. So I can't wait for that one. I'm kind of pumped about it.
Me too.
Me too. I can't wait. I hope you guys are excited for it. And hey, let's get ready to rumble.
Oh, look at Mike. Well, it looks like the tape machines are definitely rolling. Man, that was
Hey,
good,
I didn't
Mike.
say it like he said it, so I can't get charged for it. I can
my
say it
God.
like he says it.
Well, I mean, I say the tape machines are rolling. That's kind of their gimmick too.
And we're desperately out of time.
That is true. We are desperately out of time. I want to thank everybody for another good episode. Shout out Devin. You were still here with us, bro. Like, you know. So, and
Love you, bro.
I want to
You're
say you
here.
can reach me at Devin Dally 19. I'm gonna be drinking a Nitro Pepsi, probably a Twisted Tea, maybe a Corona or two. And
Look
I
at
just really
look at
thought
Tanara's new OnlyFans.
it was a good show.
And always talking about Sammy Guevara.
But yeah, that's Devin D19. You know, shout out to him. I, of course, am at James Delacora. You know, that is the name on the screen is that's safe shit. James Delacora. And you can please follow us on Twitter. Please like and subscribe on our YouTube. Hit us up on Facebook. We do have a TikTok. We have an Instagram. Like, check us out wherever you can. And obviously, listen to our podcast wherever you get your podcasts at. That being said, it is at Kickout Crew on the Twitter because I definitely skimmed over that. But, Kickout Crew YouTube, Kickout Crew at Kickout Crew Twitter, Kickout Crew on Facebook. And I am at James Delacora. And that's enough of me talking again. So, Brad, let the people know where they can find you at.
I am Brad at Yes Man Brad on Twitter. This was a really fun episode. We missed you, Devin, and I'm really looking forward to doing the Rumble next week and having some surprise entrance.
Ooh. 30
There
of
you
them?
go.
Probably not.
I appreciate it, Brad. I'm going to go to who wasn't that? Who do I want to send it to next? Well, Mike, go ahead. It went to you.
Well, you can reach me at WitterCrew1028. Please send me a recipe. I don't give a damn what it is, whether it's a meat minute, bean minute, rice minute, vegetable minute. I don't care. Send me your favorite recipe, side dish. I don't care. Send it to me, and I'll put it on the air, and we'll have a good time. I can't wait till next week to do the Women's Royal Rumble. And before I get off, I want to say, Devin, dude, we love you. We're here for you. And we got you back, man. Anything you need, we love you, man.
Well said. And I want to reiterate the Mike's B-Minute stuff because it is your show. I mean, you guys pick these rivalries. I mean, Brad, whatever. But you guys pick these rivalries. All that. I mean, it is your show, man. We're just here to, hang out with the homies. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. It's your show. Send us in your requests, send us in your meat minute, everything. But, last and certainly not least, fucking ADAM or.
Yeah.
But yeah, Adam, tell him. Let him
Adam
know.
_from _Bama. Send me jokes and any questions, comments, anything. Anything that we can do to help with the show, anything you like, don't like. Shout out to Devin. We love you, buddy. See you next week. Can't wait to have you back. Couple of podcasts, RJ, he's doing something big now with not only does he have baby Hebner, Brian Hebner, but he also has Jimmy Corderas. And his first episode with him, both of them, awesome episode. So check them out. Paul Water Dave, of course, him and his crew. And
Amy and JD, shout out.
Nope, definitely. And then, do I want to put over the heel guy? Because I don't know if I want to put over
Every
heel.
fucking episode, we fuck his name up.
Ted the Hillbilly.
Yeah, Billy Heel. Yeah, I'm saying
And
the
he
heel
also-
guy. I don't say his name unless we agree we're gonna put over heel.
Oh hell yeah!
Don't
we
He's
forget
a
do
heel
that.
now.
Ted's
Don't
a hey.
forget-
Ted's a friend of the family of the show. You know what I'm saying?
Dad, hit Billy Hill. Love you, buddy. Appreciate the
Exactly.
support and everybody else.
Also, don't forget about the Filter Free podcast.
That is also true. Timmy C, Dave, and TJ. Shout out. I like those guys. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
We got y'all, homies.
Right?
To our millions and millions and millions that don't listen to us, listen to them.
Yeah, is that what you got for him, Adam? I know you're shouting the UGS title. Probably so, I guess. But yeah, we do want to give a shout out to all the friends and fans, people doing their own thing, because we're doing our thing and we're all doing it's your thing. You know what I'm saying? It's your show. Had a great time tonight, as usual. Hope y'all did too. What more can we say about this? Like, good episode. And there are going to be hard times in life, and we all experience them. But here's the thing, though. Like, you can't dwell on what's happening that's bad, because it's, you're going to get stuck in it. Like, the days go on, it's all about what you can do moving forward, not relishing in what has happened that, could be a bad experience. Because you have to, like I've always said, one step forward is, every time you walk is a step forward. Life gets good, and it's going to get good. You just have to always remember, like, I'm better than this. You know what I'm saying? I know I can fight through these tough times. Because sometimes when life gets you down, you just got to kick out it too. Don't sell. Do no jobs, because that's what we all do, and that's what you do, and that's why we're all still here smiling and living a life today. Never falter, always rise above. Kick out at 2, because that's what we do on your show, The Kick Out Crew. Thank you, everybody, for listening, and I hope you'll have a damn good week, because, hey, what we're put here to do, you know what I'm saying? Shout out. Give us all the likes and subscribes. Reach out to us.
Peace.
Show. We're just here hanging out.
Love
Hey,
y'all.
Everybody
Peace.
have a good damn week. See ya.